Accept your little award, thank your agent, and you go and fuck off. Ladies, gentlemen, the Academy and the Hollywood Foreign Press, this is Modern Escapism, and this is the Biggies 2023.
I got it out!
Hello and welcome to this star-spangled live extravaganza. Modern Escapism's annual award ceremony, the Biggies 2023. This is the pre-show. It's just where we get some normal stuff done. My name is Oodles, and the team at Modern Escapism have asked me once again to host this prestigious event. And I said yes. I mean, disclaimer, as a founder of the network, no collusion was had during the selection of the hosting of the show. We've got to make that aware.
Straight from the shower, by the looks of it.
Straight from the shower. Joining me this evening, the glamorous and fabulous Gadget.
Hello.
The man with an encyclopedic knowledge of crisps is Stig.
All the crisps, and the cookies, and the pop, and the cakes, and the ice cream.
All food. The Bristol bombshell and sex symbol is Candy.
Hello, darlings.
And the man these awards were named after, and the most problematic man in Hollywood since Harvey Weinstein, it's Biggie.
What's up?
Did he just hang on? Did he just take a pair of glasses off? His glasses.
Yeah. He's supposed to be cool, Biggie, like Cool Mike.
I'm that cool.
Fucking hell.
Before we get into the extravaganza, expect a myriad of reviews in the Nexus, the segment in which we discuss the last week of media that we've consumed, then onto the main show with awards and interaction with the chat throughout. It's going to be fantastic. And if you are listening in the future, thank you for listening to this podcast. But you guys that are live, you've got a few seconds to say your hellos in the chat. Let's have a look. Who's here? Ooh, the Super Natty Cat.
Yeah, Nimrod Hicks said that was amazing with Biggie pulling his second pair of glasses off his glasses. Super Natty Cat saying, oh my god, Biggie turned grey with coolness.
Screen has literally gone blank.
Yeah.
I can see people gifting loads of subs and stuff. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that.
Oh, Scott Patton, buongiorno to yourself.
Buongiorno. Yeah. Is everyone good? Is everyone ready for the live event? What? Just to let you know as well, we will have a little intermission to let us have our costume changes, bit of makeup, blah blah blah, and then we'll come for the actual event after the Nexus. But first, when he is ready, it's time for a segment that everybody loves. Biggie's breaking news. When he's ready.
When he's ready, fuck it, I'm going to the intro screen now.
Do it!
You may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
And that was the Biggie's Breaking News intro, and he's not fucking ready. He said he would be ready.
I see you finished directing the room.
Oh my god, there he is!
Biggie Wazoo.
Oh my god!
You look like me in my 20s.
If you are not watching this live on Twitch, basically, Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen and Russell Brand had a child and it got stuck. That's Biggie.
Tig's asking, is that the actual Katy Perry?
Yeah, it is.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to Biggie's Breaking News from 1985. North America's Federal Trade Commission made clear its reservations about the deal to Microsoft's industry-shaking attempt to acquire Activision Blizzard. Yes, this is still ongoing.
No.
Another week.
What's that?
Look at this.
Sony has been squarely against the acquisition from the start and has issued a subpoena by Microsoft, requesting its presence at the hearing and certain documentation and information that may be pertinent to its case. Now it's come out that Sony have made several appeals to restrict what information it would need to submit to court. Some of these requests were granted by the FTC, but most were denied. In a nutshell, Sony must submit details of all content licensing agreements, broadly exclusivity contracts from January 2019 onwards. Jim Ryan's declaration about the acquisition to the FTC, including all drafts and custodial records from January 2019 onwards. Sony has had agreements with third parties in which all of the content and in a game is exclusive to PlayStation. Microsoft's request was for contracts dated back to 2012. Sony tried to withhold this information altogether, suggesting it would be relevant to the case, and it required digging through more than 150,000 contracts with over 60,000 companies. While the timescale has been reduced, it's still a lot of paperwork. The court hearing is due to take place beginning 2nd of August 2023, as there's still a long way to go before this is over.
Wow.
Discuss.
I feel like I'm out of discussion with this ongoing story. I mean, again, we're getting content out of it every bloody week. But what is there else to say? Like Tig put in the chat, the lawyers win.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
what,
a big win for the
This is
lawyers.
exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is.
There was
it's
a big Anchorman style fight between Microsoft and Sony, and the victors get it.
Yeah.
Pitchforks the lot.
I just don't want any more
Nintendo
gamers to be harmed. That's the only issue I've got. I don't want to be harmed.
I mean, you
I
still,
just said the other week.
yeah, it's still a risk of you being harmed by Call of Duty. It'll come for you in the night.
I know. I don't want that to happen. Next.
Elden Ring, an up-and-coming expansion for Elden Ring has been confirmed, and it'll be called The Shadow of the Erdtree, and it's currently in development.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait.
I also love that Varty Video managed to get a 15-minute lore video out just out of that fucking single image they posted.
I know.
Another Dark Souls YouTuber said, "Don't you fucking dare!" and he just said, "Okay, I'm going to," and he managed it. It was fucking funny.
I should probably finish that game.
You should
Yeah,
test
Let's
it out.
yeah.
start it.
Some of my best gaming moments, especially when I was playing with Gadget as well.
Yeah, it was great
really,
fun.
really fantastic stuff. If you've not played it, guys, play it.
Biggie,
Next.
you can't play it because you still need to finish Dark Souls.
I know.
Yes. Next.
Moving on, Square Enix may have a Game of the Year contender on its hands. Previews have been out, with Final Fantasy 16's going for a broadly action-orientated approach. But after approximately an hour or so play during a recent preview event, Push Square walked away with their jaw on the floor.
I'm up for this. I'm so up for this.
I've seen it. I watched SkillUp's video on it, and I really trust his opinion. He's a very good reviewer and YouTuber, and he was broadly blown away by it. I like the change to the combat because it's evolving what was in 15, but making it not boring.
Final Fantasy hasn't been a traditional JRPG for a decade now.
No,
You know what I mean?
he's all the stuff I've seen. Apparently, the combat is more akin of Stranger in Paradise rather than 7 Remake.
Dude, remember when I reviewed that on this show?
Yeah,
It's
you
a
loved
great
it.
game. It's a great game. It's fucking stupid story. I'm here to kill chaos. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, stupid, but it's such a fun game to play.
I also just love that the main character's called Clive. Of all fucking names in the English language, they could have picked Clive.
Bringing Clive back. Bringing it back.
Metal
Sounds like
Gear
a
Solid
fun
fans will be happy to hear that it has over 11 hours of cinematics.
Good. I'm absolutely up for it. I mean, you've not played Final Fantasy 12, have you? That's got fucking lots. Next.
A new Modern Warfare 2 skin for one of the characters, Hutch, known as Foxy, leaves very little to the imagination thanks to the inclusion of some skin-tight tights that accentuate every curve and bulge of the operator's physique. Every bit. A poster on Reddit
You've snuck in
highlighted a
another
new
Call
look.
of Duty thing.
Has left many commentating on and celebrating Hutch's bulging bulge. They've said, "This is the first time I've seen an anatomically correct clothed male in a video game. A lot of times females will have large breasts and physics, while men get a Barbie nub." My commentator. Another said, good, we get tons of tits in games. There should be dudes hanging dong too. Added another.
I mean, I'm looking at the picture of him, and I mean, yeah, it's impressive. What I'm more confused about, they say it's anatomically correct. Why has he got childbearing hips?
Some boys have.
He looks like he could give birth.
Some boys do. Some boys do. I mean, I'm all for more dongs. More dongs in games is
Absolutely.
fine.
Definitely been lacking dongs.
You love a dong and all, don't you?
I do love a dong.
Oh,
Lots of dongs in
Can't get
Outlast.
enough.
it's the
Yeah.
big dong. Dong. Yeah. Next.
Moving on next, Ellie Gibson, comedian and game journalist, attempted to do a 24-hour power wash simulator world record attempt, and on the 28th of February, she managed to raise £10,140 out of the goal of 10k, with 247 donors for the Bourne Foundation, funding research into premature births and looking to prevent and improve the lives of mothers and babies.
Oh,
I joined that stream.
that's lovely.
When Dara Brian was on it. It's brilliant.
Beautiful.
And donated.
I like the game. I think I know the game's got its haters, but I think it's a great little game.
150 odd people donated.
It's lovely.
That's
Keep it
a lot.
up.
That's a lot for those people to donate. Then, if she made over 10 grand.
Yeah, it is. They've all done a lot each, haven't they?
Yeah, it was good fun.
Next.
An important update for The Wolf Among Us 2. They've made a difficult decision to delay it, and it won't be coming this year. We know it's frustrating to hear, but such is life.
I can't wait for that.
It's a shame.
It's a shame, but I'd rather it be delayed and be good rather than
Like
do,
we say every time there's-
do a telltale and put it out early and it be a broken fucking mess.
I don't mind all games being delayed. There's too many out anyway. Delay them all.
Yeah, there is that.
Absolutely.
Delay them all. Delay them all. When they're ready, we'll have them. Like they used to do in the 90s. When they're ready, you've got it. There you go. Next.
Bethesda have said more than 2 million players have now moved to the beat of High Rush, popular game from this podcast.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush. What did I say?
High Rush.
High Rush.
High Rush.
There you go.
Oh, I can't wait to play High Rush tonight.
That's the Sony knockoff version because they didn't get it.
Sounds like a knockoff
High
of Zelda.
Rush.
I'm Rob Burgundy.
It literally says Hi-Fi Rush there. It's not a case of you.
I know! I've got hair in my eyes and I'm not used to it.
Read your notes. You've got notes on you.
That's porn he's
Be
holding.
quiet.
There is definitely nothing on those sheets of paper.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
That's your passport.
I know.
You just flashed that on the internet, you
Someone could
dickhead.
freeze frame that. Someone could
first of
freeze
it-
frame
It's so
that.
quick,
time
you
it
wouldn't
was his-
catch it.
last time it
It's
was his
hardly
dress.
printed well.
Now it's-
You're not going to
now
get anything off that. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we have
Oh,
clip it.
doxed himself.
Someone clip it.
Why did you have to do that?
Next, BAFTA Games Awards. God of War
deal with it.
leads with a record nominations of 14. The return of Kratos and his son Atreus to the PlayStation received the most nominations. Following that, Cat Simulator, an underground success story, Stray is nominated 8 times, and dark fantasy role-playing game Elden Ring, which won big at the Game Awards, is nominated 7 times.
Brilliant.
3 massive games. 3 huge ones. And the last impression as well. I've started playing Stray again this week.
Love it.
Good. It's good. It's really good. Yep. Next. Did you vape in the newsroom, then?
No. Munfish apologises after racist cartoons were discovered in Atomic Heart. Their statement says, "We apologise if using the vintage cartoon or music has caused hurt or insult." Whilst the footage wasn't directly designed by Munfish, apparently the cartoon concern is a real Soviet Tom and Jerry-esque animated series called New Pogdoli that ran in Russia from the 60s. The studio apologised for the hurt and insult caused by the offensive cartoon. It will edit the parts in question after players discovered it in one of the game's save rooms.
Did you watch the clip of it?
I did.
How bad is it?
It's
Pretty fucking bad.
It's pretty bad. So the clip, the streamer kind of walks into the save room, and there's always a TV playing something in there. And he looks at it, and it is this kind of 60s style, kind of rubber hose animation cartoon of like 2 animals chasing each other. And then the camera just cuts to this like really racist representation of like a Native African,
Native American.
Native
Native African.
Something
yeah,
like that.
one
But
of
it's
them.
like dark black skin, huge bright red lips,
Awful.
And it's just like the streamer just immediately turned away and goes, nope, you can't have that. And I'm just sat there on my phone going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. And that game's not good either, is it, Gadget? So
No, it's not.
Stay clear. Next.
As previously reported, the embattled former head of Sonic Team, Yuji Naka, has reportedly admitted to the charges of insider trading in relation to shares worth around £865,000.
I love Yuji Naka being an absolute rebel lately. It's so fucking good. He's such a boy.
He's just doing his thing.
He don't give a fuck.
If you told me he would walk around the Sega offices just doing rails of coke everywhere, I would believe you.
Oh yeah, 100%. He is the wolf of fucking Tokyo, isn't it? That's what it is. Oh, I fucking love him. I want more from him. I want him to start doing naughty stuff. Nothing terrible, just more naughty stuff. Like smashing an office.
I was going to say he did Balan Wonderworld. That was pretty fucking awful.
I never even seen the trailer to it. I just heard so much.
Oh, I think
This is my favourite bit. This is a quote from Naka, where he defends himself by saying, "There is no doubt that I found out about the games before they were made public and bought shares in them."
I fucking love him. I love him. Brilliant. Oh god, he's such a boy. He's so good. He's such a rebel.
He is the kind of person who would just like he'd be in court like having the charges raised, like, nah, I'm bored of this, and just walk out.
Yeah, just walk out. Done. And then they were like, what do? We can't do anything. It's Yuji Naka.
It's Yuji Naka. The man's too powerful. He must be stopped.
Is he vaping on it? Next.
Jeremy Clark says, "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" is to end after Meghan Markle's controversy. Sorry, channels say they have no further commitments with the presenter. The next series of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire will be Jeremy Clarkson's last, as it's been confirmed following the backlash to the
Oh my god!
We're 24 minutes in, Biggie.
Sorry. Clarkson apologised and later said that he reached out to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex over the article. However, Harry and Meghan issued their own statement claiming that Clarkson had only apologised to Harry.
I can't fucking do this live, me. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
I hope no one caught that. Oh god, I've gone all red.
Sorry, I need to shuffle. Hold on a second.
Oh fucking hellfire! You're such a baddie, mate. You're such a baddie.
Star Trek Discovery will end with season 5 on Paramount Plus. Anyone be watching that?
It ended.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic. Stig famously hates it.
Shite.
I thought it had ended after season 3, if I'm perfectly honest, but fine.
when it moved channel.
Yeah. When it got significantly harder to watch in the UK.
Yeah. No, it's really good. It's really good, and he was heading to a clear ending anyway, because
It's shite.
Yeah. Shut up, Picard fan.
I'm not even a fan of Picard.
Yeah, but you still watch it.
I do. Jean-Luc.
Like what I watch.
It's Jean-Luc.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm cosplaying tonight.
But he's back with all the originals.
I need to start watching them.
Can't stay away from Riker.
Oh,
It's when he puts his foot up on the console, isn't it? It's just he's got to
the
get
mother's
in there.
favourite. Next.
As reported last week, a horror movie adaptation is now in development of Dead by Daylight from Blumhouse and James Wan's Atomic Monster.
Next.
Rapper and producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson has teased his involvement in something Grand Theft Auto Vice City related on Instagram, although what form this mysterious project takes remains to be seen.
I reckon it's going to be a DJ.
Yeah, I mean GTA 6.
Yeah,
it'll
big
be-
character, won't he?
He'll be a DJ on one of things, yeah, or music producer.
Well, he has said, posted a picture of a neon pink Vice City logo to the Instagram page. Jackson wrote, "I will explain this later. This shit is bigger than power, trust me."
All right.
Do you know what? Actually, and this is completely on a tangent, but I saw like a fan-made thing of the next GTA the other day, which I thought actually that would be really cool. And you know how in GTA 5 you can skip between the characters?
Yeah.
This skipped time zones, so it went back. You could go back to the 70s. You could play now,
that'd be
or
cool.
you go back to the 70s, and it flickered between two different time
Would the
eras.
actions in the 70s affect the modern day?
I don't know. It was just a fan-made thing, but it was really nicely put together and rendered. They've probably done it in Unreal or something. Yeah, but I just thought that would be a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Really different.
But it's GTA. It's just going to be normal GTA. Good, polished, solid GTA.
Oh, it's fine by me. I just saw that and thought that would be really cool. And now that I know it's not going to be that, I'm going to be really disappointed. I have to play as a girl instead.
It's so hyped now, GTA. I don't even think 6 is going to sell better than 5. I think 5 is just the behemoth that it is. I don't think anything's going to sell.
5 will still be coming out when 6 is like...
Yeah. I think 5's so...
discontinued.
I think it's only like fucking Minecraft that's sold more than GTA 5 or something, isn't it? In history. Something stupid like that.
I think
it's massive.
You could probably argue maybe Minecraft, but for a long time Minecraft was free.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? But yeah, it's huge. I don't think 6 is ever going to live up to that, but I still think it's going to be incredible. They've not done a shit GTA, have they?
No, 175 million units as of the 9th of February.
Tig saying GTA 5
Oh, that was last year.
Tig saying GTA 5 is basically the new King John's Bible.
Yeah, it is. It's sold more than that. Yeah, absolutely. And better. Next.
Hotel rooms.
Yeah, that's good.
A new attempt has been made to bring Mike Mignola's Hellboy to the big screen again. This new attempt is ditching David Harbour. Sorry, Candy.
No,
and
who's the new
Daddy
Who's the new Hellboy? It's Jack Kessie.
Let me have a look at Jack Kessie. Have a good look.
Strong chin.
You may have seen him in Deadpool 2 briefly, 12 Strong, Baywatch, and TV shows such as The Strain and Claws.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, he's too pretty to play Hellboy, though.
Yeah, he is. He's too pretty. He's not ugly enough.
Yeah, but they can red him up good.
They might be teenage Hellboy or something. I don't know. I'm up for it.
It gets worse. The new movie will feature Crank's Brian Taylor directing, although Mignola is writing the script alongside comics collaborator Christopher Golden.
Yeah, so when I saw who the director was, I'm just looking. I knew it was someone that wasn't very good. He did Crank 1 and 2. I don't mind Crank; it's stupid, but 2 is terrible. And he did Mom and Dad, which I thought was an awful, nasty, horrible film. That it wasn't even Nick. It's Nick Cage going like full Nick Cage, but not even in a fun way. It was just
yeah.
Well, so
I'm not Gamer,
about this. He wrote Gamer.
Fucking hell's Gamer.
Oh, Gamer was another fucking horrible.
The one where it's got
film. Gerard Butler
and Michael C. Hall, I think, isn't it? Yeah, where he's like jacked into a like a real people control him. He's jacked into a video game and people control you.
Someone's playing him.
It's kind of like The Running Man meets Ready Player One.
Yeah. So anyway, the new Hellboy's gonna be shit. So
yeah.
Which is a shame because they're doing the Crooked Man, and I really like the Crooked Man arc.
Yeah, I do as well. I do. Fuck. Yeah, ruining my childhood again.
Next up, Glenn Close.
That
Michael
fucking
Douglas
delay is
thriller.
ridiculous.
Talk about the fucking
Fatal
millennial
Attraction.
pause.
Boomer pause.
It's still considered a great example of the genre, where there's now a new TV adaptation. Fatal Attraction.
Adaptation, not adaptation.
TV adaptation. All right. It's headed over our way in a couple of months, starring Joshua Jackson and Lizzie Kaplan.
All right, yeah.
This?
She's very talented and beautiful, Lizzie Kaplan.
Next.
Arctic Monkeys and Guns N' Roses will top the bill at this year's Glastonbury Festival, organisers have announced. The rock bands joined previously announced headliner Sir Elton John, who will play the UK show The Farewell Tour at Worthy Farm in June. Other acts of the lineup include Lizzo, Lana Del Rey, Lil Nas X, Manic Street Preachers, WizKid, and Blondie. Yusuf, also known as Cat Stevens, will play the Legend slot previously occupied by Kylie and Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
The
Sounds good.
Guns N' Roses are not good these days.
No, they are not. They are not good live.
And Arctic Monkeys, it depends if they can be arsed or not. It's hit and miss. So
that rock and roll, eh?
At least I got Elton. Elton's mint.
The thing is, because Glastonbury Festival is generally televised as well. Think of the amount of memes from fucking Axl Rose not being able to sing that we're going to get.
If he ever comes on, I was going to say there's an allotted time slot for TV, isn't there? But Axl Rose is renowned for coming on like 1, 2, 3 hours late. Like they're literally going to have to physically force him onto that stage.
I think his voice is shot though. Like every time I see a clip of him live now,
that's why it's worth watching.
You know what? Yeah, that's what I said. The car crash is worth watching. I'm going to watch the shit out of that. I will pay a license fee just for that month to watch it.
Monk's Boy is also saying in the comments, okay, so discuss the announcement of the all-male headliners being down to the industry, because that's what the BBC said about it. There is that as well.
There is that. Absolutely is that, yeah.
And Pointy Iguana is pointing out that Elton John set will be the final date of his 5-year goodbye tour.
5-year goodbye tour. Ta-da!
I'm still standing.
I've seen Elton live. He was great.
Yeah, I saw him. I've seen him live as well. He's fantastic live.
Yeah, so good.
So good. Yeah.
Last thing I've seen of Elton was fucking Kingsman. Jesus.
Oh, when he gets that smallpox or whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. Next.
Over to the weird world web. A dramatic case of mistaken identity has left a Chinese family in complete shock. In 2014, Zhu Kanglao was confirmed dead following a car accident. Both family and friends had identified the body at the side of the roadside as being him. Following the accident, Zhu's nephew decided to have the body cremated without an autopsy. But the surprise appearance of a man acting strangely in a village 9 years later led to a mind-blowing revelation. His behaviour has captured the attention of Chongqing authorities in August, according to the Chinese news network. A DNA test proved he was Zhu, despite it being years after his assumed death.
Wow.
So who did the fuck burn?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rando. Do you ever bring a story that isn't about someone being killed?
Yes.
He's a middle-aged white woman.
A mum has hit out after her daughter was given a burger with a bite taken out of it at McDonald's. The woman ordered a McSpicy burger in the drive-thru at Cameron Toll in Edinburgh on Wednesday evening. When she got home, she noticed that a large chunk was missing. When she complained, she was told it was a sandwich that had been returned and mistakenly repackaged and given to her.
Oh, that's fucked up. I didn't even know they took returns at McDonald's. I'm not satisfied.
Either that or her daughter took a sneaky bite, and when they got home, my mum was like, I told you not to eat in the car, and she said she didn't.
I didn't.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And the mum's gone, right, this is going straight on TikTok. I'm furious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is a fucking compo face one, this, isn't it? This is get the mum on like the fucking Teesside Live webpage holding a fucking burger with a miserable face.
Yeah, and the daughter will be pointing it, being sad.
Yeah. Tig's got the right answer here. What the fuck is this? BBC Dorset.
Is that the news? Then?
That is your news.
You may remove your apparel if you'd like. Let's move on to the Nexus. And the Nexus is where we have indulged all week with many media topics, and I want to know what Candy's been up to this week.
About 2 hours before we started recording, actually crammed something in. I watched
She said.
Yeah. I watched Studio 666, which is the comedy horror starring the Foo Fighters.
That's convenient because we've just had Dave Grohl on camera there.
Absolutely. Well, collusion again.
Why do you watch that? He looks terrible.
He looks like an IT teacher, doesn't he? Like one that should have like sweaty pits.
Yeah,
Biggie.
Yeah.
Not Dave Grohl, no.
I was going to say. Check his hard drive.
Anyway, so...
Predator exposure.
So anyway, this was apparently... take that thing down from the camera then if you got
Yeah, it says the man with a thing on his camera.
Changed.
Can't
That's
show
probably his
snips on
passport.
Switch, can he?
He's probably his passport on his camera. An idiot.
credit card.
Oh, his national insurance card.
Yeah, can you just have the long number on your card, please, Biggie? And the expiry date and the one
Your mother's
main
maiden name.
please.
Sorry, carry on, Candy.
So apparently, this was filmed in secret during lockdown. So a quick synopsis of the story. Foo Fighters are being pressured by their record label to record a new album, but Dave Grohl is suffering from writer's block. The record label hired them a mansion to record in Encino in California. Said house was the scene of a brutal and ritualistic murder in the 90s when another band tried to use it as a recording studio. Grohl finds himself in the basement of said house where he stumbles across a abandoned satanic ritual and is possessed by a demon, and hilarity ensues. And yeah, this is it's pretty fun. I am a Foo Fighters fan, so I'm not mad at watching Dave Grohl's little face for nearly 2 hours. He's actually like a half decent actor, to be fair. You can tell the rest of the band are not so good at acting. But what really shines through is just that they're having fun filming, basically. There's some good splatter, gore, and visual effects. It's kind of reminiscent of sort of early Sam Raimi type stuff, but it's not what I would call scary. It's kind of like Army of Darkness kind of levels. Just some good kills, really. There's some amazing cameos, which I won't say, but if you're a music fan, you'll get a massive buzz out of, especially one of the characters that comes in as a roadie at the beginning. The second part is kind of where it lost me a bit. The film could easily have been about 45 minutes shorter, I think. There's a good half hour where approximately nothing happens. But then it picks back up again at the end. So it's directed by BJ McDonnell, who apparently directed one of the Hatchet films. And a couple of little nuggets I noticed in the credits was that the main theme was composed by John Carpenter, among others. And the score was by Roy Mayorga, who you probably know, well, you might know best from, he's the drummer of the metal band Soulfly, and he's in Stone Sour as well. So yeah, one thing I will say, don't go in expecting loads of Foo Fighters bangers, because there just aren't any in it. I think even like they play this one sort of 39-minute long song to sort of raise demons from the books, and that's not even by the Foo Fighters. I think it's by like Gojira or something. So yeah, don't go expecting any bangers, because the Foo Fighters music just isn't really in it. But it's not going to win an Oscar, but it's fun. It's a good just skip through the middle bit.
I don't know whether to tune into that one, because you're admittedly a fan of like the Tenacious D film Pick a Destiny and stuff, and I think that's shite.
Oh my god,
So-
I love it.
I do kind of like the Hatchet films.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I like the Hatchet films as
They
well.
are
That's the problem.
terrible, but I've got a soft
Yeah.
spot for them, even though we know they're terrible. There was like a fourth one that came out like a year and a half ago or something.
They're stupid, aren't they?
I was like, Kit, there's another Hatchet film out. She's like, we got to watch it. And it's
So,
fucking awful, but
So
we
I
still
think
have
it's
to
the
watch it.
third one that this director directed, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it's the third one.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're a Foo fan, you might as well watch it.
I mean, I don't think anyone isn't a Foo Fighters fan in the world. To be
There's
honest.
nothing to not like about the Foos, is there? Like,
Yeah,
show me the
exactly.
person that doesn't like Dave Grohl, and I'll smack him in the face.
I mean, everyone likes at least one Foo Fighters song. They've been
Yeah.
pretty much writing pop rock bangers for like 30 years now.
30 years.
Guaranteed.
It has been 30 years.
Guaranteed.
Actually, it will be
Guaranteed.
now, because the first album was 1994.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 29 years they've been going.
Did you know he was the drummer in Nirvana? Whew.
No.
I thought you looked like him.
Oh, well, so well.
Presents the news as well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Presents the news on the
I already made that joke, Biggie. Come on, keep up.
He was getting dressed. I'll go next. I've watched a show that I binge watched the whole thing. I really, really, really like. It's not on par with stuff like Sandman and stuff that I really liked last year. It's called The Consultant. It's on Amazon Prime. Now, The Consultant is an American black comedy thriller television series created by Tony Bascalap, based on the novel of the same name by Bentley Little and starring Christoph Waltz as the titular character, with Nat Wolff, Brittany O'Grady, and Amy Carrero in supporting roles. The series follows the employees of a mobile gaming company who whose leadership is taken over by a sinister consultant played by Waltz. Now,
Christ, that sounds right up my avenue.
Mate, I am talking to you when I'm reviewing this, mate. So, you know my love for Christoph Waltz. And I
Again,
love
what's not
Christoph
to love?
Yeah, when he is being the best that he does. Like, Inglourious Bastards, Christoph Waltz. Imagine that one.
Yeah.
That all the way through it, and you get him for like 10 episodes.
That quiet sinister.
Yes. So, yeah, they work for like a Rovio type fucking mobile game development company, and this all happens in the first 5 minutes just to set the scenes. And the one of the main women is touring kids around the studio. Look, this is where we make your favourite game, your Candy Crushers and stuff like that. Do you want to go see the boss of the company? And they're all like, yes. They go in, and one of the kids shoots the company director dead.
Oh.
Yeah. And the next minute, Christoph Waltz comes in as the consultant to take over and support while their CEO is gone. And now, that's when it all goes fucking crazy. I won't spoil it too much, but...
One kid falls into a river of chocolate. One falls up to a...
No.
I'm watching,
there's no more...
watching the trailer right now, and it looks like nice and slick.
It is slick. It's dark. It's dark as fuck. Like...
I love that stare that Christoph Waltz has, where he's like staring through the person he's talking to. So,
he's doing his traditional German accent as well, and he just comes in and he's just peculiar. Like he acts as if he's not human, and is he human? We don't know. I mean, I know everything. I've watched it all, but it's one of those. Every single episode ends with, "Oh my god, I've got to watch the next episode." It's so fucking good.
Oh,
like,
mate, I'm gonna have to watch this.
It's just fucking sensational. They're half-hour episodes as well, so bang, 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 bang. Just keep going, and it throws so many red herrings at you. Like, oh, is he this? Is he that? Is he an alien? Is he not? Is he this? Is he that? All these things. I'm on my head, and it subverted my expectations right until the very last second of the fucking show, and I was like, oh my god! And apparently, they are doing a season 2 as well. So I think it's fucking incredible. It's just like you said, Gadget, slick, and it does that thing where once he's on the screen, you know he's the best actor in the world at that moment in time. Everyone else around him, they're all right, they're all competent and stuff, but they are not the main characters. He is the main character, even though he's not always in it, because he's the quote unquote bad guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just fucking super good.
Can I also say I'm just enjoying this trend of having half-an-hour TV shows again?
Oh, I proper love it, mate. I fucking love it.
Half-an-hour episodes, 10 episodes a season. Perfect.
Yeah. It's so fucking good. You just smash through it. And me and the wife were watching it, and we were just like, and she's got her own theories. It's one of them, do you know, where you're building up your own theory right up until the last minute. And then right in the last episode, you get all that shit that you're like, oh, I was so wrong. It's powerful. He is brilliant. He's going to get like an Emmy or a BAFTA for this. The show's not like the best show in the world, but he's the best thing ever.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Isn't he? And whatever he's
without him, it's just a show. They could have done it with somebody like what's his name? Who played Ultron? Robert California. What's his name?
David Spade. No,
James
Spader.
Spader.
James Spader.
Yeah. He could have kind of done this. Someone like of his caliber as well, but not many
with
other.
David Spade. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, James Spader. That kind of sinister. Do you know what I mean? There's not many people that could have done it, but yeah, it's super fucking good, super good. I love it. But yeah, that's me.
Nice.
Stig.
Right, so as it's the Biggies, I thought I'd do something a little bit not special, but I made sure that this week I got all 10 Oscar-nominated films watched for the best picture.
Okay,
Nice.
did you?
Wow.
Well, I say I watched the ones I haven't seen. Like I didn't watch all 10. I watched the 4 that
all 10 today.
No, I watched 2 today.
Wow.
But I watched 2 today. I watched 1 yesterday. 2 yesterday and 2 today, actually. No. So I just wanted to talk about them.
Yeah, bring it on.
So right, we've reviewed Elvis on the show already. I've talked about what I loved about that. I reviewed everything everywhere all at once. Our thoughts on that.
Yep.
Top Gun Maverick, Banshees of Inisherin, and last week Biggie did All Quiet on the Western Front.
We've done well Oscar-wise this year, haven't we?
We have done very well, and I agree. Like, I really enjoyed that. There was a few. I was talking to Biggie about it last night on WhatsApp. There's a few things that I thought could have been taken out or changed. I understand kind of why they did those certain things, but I thought that could have knocked about 30 minutes off the end. That's just me personally, but overall, it's just a beautifully well made, harrowing war film.
Yeah,
so really, really good, that film. So the last couple of days, I watched that, and I watched Tar with Cate Blanchett in. A decent film, but completely and utterly held together by her performance.
Yeah.
Outside of that and the music, the film left me really cold. Don't really have much else to say other than that. Like, Blanchett is fantastic in it. It's too long. It's nearly 3 hours long. I'm not sure why. But yeah, like, it didn't feel that long. It just didn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right. Her performance is fantastic, though, so you can see why she's kind of been nominated for things and won stuff.
She's always great.
Yeah, she is. But that's what you're going to get with Cate Blanchett, like, fully kind of throwing herself into a role. I then watched Women Talking. So Women Talking is a film about a group of women within a community, what looks like an Amish community, and the setup is that they have been getting drugged and raped by the men in the community for many years, like many years, and they keep waking up with bruises, with infections, pregnant, and they've been told, because they're in this like religious community, that it's the work of the devil and it's God's punishing them. And they're kind of held under the thumb of the patriarchy and men until one of them gets caught and he gets sent off and arrested. And then all the men leave the community to go, and he dobs a lot of other people in. And so they all leave and head to the closest town to deal with this. And then left with the women back on their own. And yeah, they start to talk. They then start to decide, are we going to stay here and allow this? Are we going to fight back, or are we going to leave? And thus we get the next hour and a half of them talking and having real serious discussions. Some of the women not wanting to leave, some of them scared that if they do leave, then they won't get into the kingdom of heaven. It's got a real like stellar cast. Rooney Mara. It's got Jessie Buckley, Claire Foy, and what's her name from Nomadland? And Fargo. Forgotten the name now. Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah, Frances McDormand and Ben Whishaw. So it's got a really, really great cast.
Hell, that is a great cast. That's an Oscar-winning cast.
Yeah. And Mara Foy and Buckley are outstanding in this. I'm honestly surprised that none of these have been nominated anywhere else. I don't understand why they're not.
Foy was really good in the Crown as well.
Yeah, like Claire Foy is
really good.
Brilliant in this. She does this like kind of 2-minute like talk and soliloquy that's just fucking brilliant. But like the women throughout this they're going blow for blow throughout the whole film. Every single cast member's performing at such a high level. The script allows them to like shine. Each of them get to shine and flex the muscles. I've seen people kind of flippantly call it 12 Angry Women. I get the joke. It feels very reductive and redacted to reduce it to that.
It's not fair, is it?
No, this is a film that represents much of what's happened over the last several years with Hollywood coming to light, and it deserves more respect than the funny headline. So the subject isn't subtle at all. It's clear what this is about, but it's what it represents, and regardless of its setting, because you're not really kind of sure when it's set, because it's kind of an Amish community. Like, is it now? Is it not? Is it like way back when? You're not really sure. But you see these women take control, take charge, control their own paths after all this abuse, and it's just really good and really heartbreaking. And there's just a moment near the end that just really hits you. So it's a really good film.
I'm gonna watch it.
And lastly, Fablemans, which is Steven Spielberg's film.
I've seen it.
Probably the most Oscar baity film out of the lot, purely because it's about cinema and it's made by one of the greatest directors of all time. Had other films not been clearing up at awards shows, I'd have put this as front runner. But because other films have been getting awards ahead of this, I don't think it's going to do as well as some people thought.
I watched it yesterday and I really, really liked it.
I really, really liked it. It was funny, it was moving, inspiring, it's deeply personal. A lot of it's based on Spielberg's own upbringing and his love of getting into cinema. I know some people find these type of films self-indulgent and a little dull at times, but I think that closeness and personal touch added the magic
like
to
it
it.
even gets into his family life and like being Jewish and stuff like just everything. It just touches on the lot. It's
if anyone's going to deliver it well, it's going to be Spielberg, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and there's some awesome moments where the young lad is filming stuff on a handheld camera, but it obviously it's set back in the 50s and 60s, so it's silent, and all you see is this kind of, you hear is that like kind of ticking of the film going through, but everything's silent, and it's really, I love those moments. It felt really personal, and everything's all quiet while you watch it, and it's just a really cool coming of age story.
I also listened to him on a podcast, Spielberg on a podcast talking about it, and like he was getting emotional just talking about creating the movie, about creating movies, about his life. Do you know what I mean?
It's I did as well. He was talking about his mother as well and things like that. And you could tell. I think a few people, because of the pandemic, there's a few directors that have sat down and
reassessed.
Not so much written a autobiography, but done something. How can I tell my story, but without it being my story? And it's just really good. And you watch it and you watch this line and you go, and if that's how Spielberg actually was when he was a youngster, then no wonder he's so good now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I actually listened to Kevin Smith reviewing the film. It wasn't a review per se, but he was talking about he'd seen the film, and it was interesting to listen to a director,
a filmmaker.
Film. Yeah. He absolutely loved it as well. He said there was one shot really he was given one piece of advice is that a horizon in the middle is boring as fuck, but a horizon in the bottom or the top of the shot is an interesting one, and then the last shot it just goes whoop.
Yeah.
So, great. Yeah, it was interesting to hear him talk about it.
So I'm going to rank my Oscar films now, 1 to 10, before I finish. So in 10th we have Tar. 9th, Avatar: Way of Water. We've discussed that. But on a technical and directorial level, it's outstanding. Everything else is just a bit mush.
Yep.
Then Triangle of Sadness. And then between these next few, there's not much in it. It's Women Talking, All Quiet on the Western Front. At 5, The Fablemans. At 4, Banshees of Inisherin. At 3, Top Gun Maverick. At 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And number 1, Elvis. Now, keep in mind, I rank these films based on the emotional response I have to them and how much I enjoyed them. I know that some of these films aren't as technically sound or have the performances that other films do. Like Top Gun doesn't have the performances, but like the action and the cinematography and the sound and everything is outstanding. And I had such a blast with the film, like that I never thought I would, considering I'm not that bothered about Top Gun 1. So yeah, I don't think Elvis is going to win it. It's just my it's just the film that I loved most out of all of them. If I was going to give it to a film, for me it would be Everything Everywhere All at Once.
To me, see, my front runner, my favourite film I'd watched last year was Banshees of Inisherin. I think it's fucking sensational.
Yeah, it's up there as well.
I think it's sensational. I think that should get it. But yeah, good. Biggie.
Oh, yes. I unfortunately have watched the Alan Partridge Strategem live performance on Amazon
fucking
Prime.
shite.
So this was devised, written, choreographed, performed, and funded by Alan Partridge. Strategem sees Alan not just treading the boards, but pounding them atop stages graced by such luminaries as Michael Ball, Jack Whitehall, and Welsh rockers the Stereophonics. That's the tagline for the actual brief for the show. But this was actually filmed at the O2 Steve Coogan has been on tour as Alan Partridge once again, this time as some sort of motivational speaker and life coach. I'll be honest, it didn't really work for me. I prefer the show format that he's more used to, as
Did you
opposed to
see
live
his,
act.
did you at the beginning when he's doing the Hamilton rapping?
I mean, there are certainly
Yeah.
mixed looks on the faces in the crowd as well. I think if I paid to see that show, I'd be pretty disappointed.
I just
if I'm
think
honest.
it's. I think it's, and I love Alan Partridge. I think it's shite. That's
It was just. I think it would have worked better as a mockumentary following Alan on tour. Would have been a better concept.
Yeah.
There'd be more right for some comedic situations. There are some funny moments with the opening part of the show as a musical and the Hamilton tribute. But there's a CCTV sketch with Lynn, which is clearly pre-recorded, and he brings back an Irish character called Martin Brennan, which doesn't quite land either. And there's a moment where he meets his future self, just falls flat.
And his past
It's
self,
just-
when he goes to his past self as well.
It's just
weird, isn't it?
There's another song around a love interest which is utterly cringeworthy and not in a funny way. And an awful sketch with a so-called fan coming up on stage leaves us sadly knowing Alan Partridge, the character, does not have us laughing at or with him anymore. It was just meh for me.
I
Very
think it's
disappointed in
proper,
it.
I think it's proper bad, and I fucking adore Alan Partridge's shows.
I do too. Massive fan, but I think maybe the character's had its time now. I think it's.
I don't know his
I'll put it
latest podcast at the Oast House. It's really fucking good. It's really good.
But maybe that's the way to do it. But to do this live tour, it's just not. It was almost like a vanity project in my eyes, and
Yeah.
just not impressed at all. Please don't waste your time watching it if you're a fan.
No,
Ignore
no. I agree. Gadget, round it off.
It's just a quick one for me because I've had a bit of a crappy week, so I haven't really had much time to do things. But I started playing on a whim and absolutely adore it. Blasphemous. So
You blasphemer.
well, yeah. Blasphemous is a 2019 Metroidvania from the Game Kitchen, published by Team 17, and it is a Metroidvania action-adventure game that takes place in the fictional region of Custodia. Players assume control of the Penitent One, a silent knight wielding a sword named Mea Culpa, as he travels the land in a pilgrimage. And I can tell you what, it is a gross, disgusting, brutal game.
It's grim as fuck.
Yeah, it's so grim.
He literally puts his helmet on at the beginning with the blood of his fallen enemies.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, this game makes Dark Souls look like the fucking Teletubbies in terms of tone. It is so bleak. You are kind of walking around this destroyed land that is being ruled over by this thing called the Miracle, or sometimes referred to as the sorrowful miracle or the grievous miracle.
Yes.
This force manifests itself by sometimes blessing and sometimes cursing Custodia's inhabitants, transforming them into twisted creatures or subjecting them to eternal torment. The Catholicism is heavy here. It is massive.
Catholicism, wow.
Yeah, this is huge amounts of Catholic guilt in this. Reading up on it, it's kind of based on the Spanish interpretation of Catholicism, and there's a lot of kind of the Holy Week in Spain iconography and stuff like that. It is brutally difficult as Metroidvanias go, and I'm not sure how much of an actual genuine Metroidvania it is, because I don't think it does the thing where you kind of build a better hero as you go. You just kind of get stronger. It's more the Dark Souls kind of Metroidvania-ing, I guess.
You don't unlock traversal mechanics, do you?
No, you just get a little bit stronger here and there. But
Yeah.
the combat is nice and chunky. The kit that you've got a nice sword, slide around, you get some magic spells. You upgrade abilities via rosary beads, which is fine. I'm
Of course you do.
not sure that's how the Catholics actually work, and if so, I've been wildly misinformed.
You see that wild item description where his sword's got a fawn in it. Every time he uses it, he's hurting himself.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Although,
Weird, man.
that doesn't
Disgusting.
mechanically do anything because I don't notice that his
No.
health goes down at all. It's just
It doesn't.
It's
It's just world design, isn't it?
yeah. The art style is fucking phenomenal. The Penitent One himself, his character design is so interesting because he's got a mask and helmet that consists of kind of barbed wire and a pointed helmet that's similar to a carapaut. Caparot? Basically a Catholic hood.
The big old fucking
Triangular
Dump
thing
cap.
going on. Yeah. The Penitent One is also silent. And they give a good reason for a silent protagonist because he's taken a vow of silence, or how a vow of silence enforced on him. The dialogue is that kind of very Soulsian, kind of twisted.
Everyone laughs at the end of the sentence.
Creepy laughing. People kind of on the edge of madness, but really what they've nailed is the actual movement and combat mechanics. The game is just so good to play.
I do like that beginning bit when you go to the Church of Kisses, where they're trying to heal people by kissing them.
Yeah. Clearly not working.
Not working. You can't cure leprosy by purely kissing them.
No, in fact, one would say that would be a hindrance to the curing of leprosy.
Exactly.
But it's
good old Catholics.
Yeah.
Always up for a riot, aren't they, them Catholics?
I mean, speaking of which, Snugcast has just arrived. All right, DJ.
Oh shit! He's not fucking Catholic.
No. But yeah, it's just a really good. I'm only about 3 hours into it at the minute. I've beaten the first 2 bosses. It's got a good sound. I have no fucking clue what's going on in the storyline at all, other than that I'm on a pilgrimage to do 3 punishments or 3 trials to unlock the place where I think God is.
That's where God is.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what he's looking for.
You've got further than me. I couldn't get past the second boss. Not because it was difficult, just because I was throwing up while playing it. I can't deal with too many crucifixes. It makes me sick.
There's a lot of crucifixes in this one, and a lot of people tied to them.
Oh God!
But it is
God.
But if you enjoy a Metroidvania or you enjoy a Souls game, I definitely think it's worth playing, even just for the art style alone. It's possibly one of the best grimdark art styles I've ever seen, and it's in pixel art as well. So it's like they do a lot.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
No, it does. It does do really well. It does depth really well, like Hollow Knight does.
Yeah,
where,
it's got that parallax scrolling.
Some enemies before they get to bosses, especially, they'll be in the background doing something, and then they'll jump into the foreground. It's fucking what they can do with 2D nowadays. It's unreal. It's unreal.
Yeah, it is that they're doing quite a lot with not very much. Some of the enemies are absolutely savage, and some of the combat encounters are kind of more like puzzles than anything else. Like you've got to work out which enemy you take out first to have the best chance of surviving.
And there's a parry system as well, isn't there?
Oh, I love the parry system. It's so good. So sad.
Yeah, you're not even a fan of parrying, are you?
I don't generally parry in like Souls games now, but this one's got very good timing, and it's just really satisfying because you don't generally do overhand swings. It's like normal sword fighting. But when you parry, you like stun them, and then it's a huge whacking great big sword smash, and it's just like, oh, get in, yeah.
Or sometimes he stamps on their head and stuff, doesn't he? He's a brute.
All the great one is when you parry a shield wielding enemy and you put them into the kind of the finishing move thing. The penitent one just like stands on the shield and just crushes the person under it. It's fucking great.
I need to really play that more. I really do.
Yeah, it's not very Catholic behavior of him, to be perfectly. Actually, maybe it is kind of Catholic behavior.
No, it is really Catholic.
It's the Crusades, isn't it? All over again.
Yeah, yeah, mate. It's super hyper Catholic.
Confess.
Giga Catholic. It's like beyond
Catholic Chad. But yeah, so that's all I've been doing. So yeah, I just kind of got into the beginning of it. And if you buy it on Steam, because it obviously runs amazing on the Steam Deck, get it off CD keys. I paid £3 for it.
We love a bargain on this show. We love a bargain.
Absolutely.
Love a cheap
Excellent.
code.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. This has been the Nexus. Now what we're going to do, dear listeners, not so much for you, but viewers in the chat, we're going to have a quick intermission so we can have a costume change. And do you know what's happening after the intermission?
What?
It's the Biggies 2023.
No way.
Biggies.
So yeah, intermission time.
On and bow ties on. It's the Biggies.
So yes, everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Walker McCoy. Welcome to the 3rd annual Biggies Award 2023. Woo!
Woohoo!
As you can see, I'm not on the red carpet. There was an incident last year. I have been told to go and find a room in the hotel, and I will have to do this over the intercoms. I'm not allowed on the red carpet anymore, but I dressed fabulous for you anyway, because who doesn't want to see Walker McCoy in all his glory? So I have a monitor here, and I can see people coming down the red carpet. First, I can see him. It's the host with the most. He's got a beautiful, beautiful gold and black jacket on. It's Oodles Odin, the gamer himself. Oodles, what are you wearing? How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling very well. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm wearing Chanel. Yeah, and from that golden line. A surprise to be asked again to host. It's a shame that you can't be here in person, and you're doing this over the airwaves, Walker.
Oh yeah, things happened last year. I wasn't allowed back on the red carpet.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
things fell out of holes that shouldn't have
took
done.
a shit, didn't you, on the red carpet?
No. That was just all rumors. All rumors. Yeah. So anyway, move along. Because I can see her. It's the beautiful Candy Machine. Oh, she's looking gorgeous in a lovely red number tonight. Hello, Candy. How are you?
Hello, darling. Which way's the bar?
The bar is everywhere. There's booze everywhere. Look, it's literally everywhere. Just pick a glass up.
Love to hear it.
Yeah. Are you excited for the Biggies tonight?
Oh, is there something going on? So I thought it was just a get together. Yeah. Biggies, why not? Sure.
Oh, okay. You don't sound very excited.
It's a normal night out for me, love.
I'll move along to somebody who will be excited, and that's the man that this event is named after. It's Big Cop Man. It's Biggie.
What's up?
What's up,
homie?
I like the do-rag.
I can't.
Very, very bold choice. A very bold choice, Biggie. How are you feeling about tonight's event? 3 years in a row. We've managed to keep this going for 3 years. You must be very happy about that.
Absolutely fucking rolling in it with the name rights. I've got my black tuxedo on and my George t-shirt. It's all good.
George, I've not heard of George. Is that a new fashion outlet?
George One.
Yeah, it'll be available everywhere soon. You watch this space. But I brought it first.
Well, you're looking very sexual as always. I'll let you crack on and go and take your seat, because finally coming up the rear, it's Gadget.
Pardon?
That's what you heard.
I mean, I heard.
Hello, Gadget. How are you?
I'm marvelous. I'm getting drunk.
Very good, very good. So am I. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
You'll notice I'm having to come from you from a monitor here. I'm not allowed on the red carpet this year.
Yeah, I know your mic technique's terrible.
Oh.
Sounds like you're swallowing the mic.
Move on. I don't like you. They weren't very nice, were they, listeners? I thought they were all quite rude to Walker McCoy. I think I might retire after this year. I keep coming back for their events, and all they do is insult me. I just fuck this.
Roll VT. Hello.
That was something.
I didn't get questioned.
No, you didn't. Walker McCoy.
He ran off before he even got a chance to come down the carpet, the bastard. I went to the monitor, I went to College's questions, and he'd gone. And he said something about you lot being horrible to him.
He didn't miss much, mate. He's a dick.
Yeah.
But yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3rd annual Biggies Awards 2023.
I can open my drink now.
You can.
You can open your drink now. How are you going, chat? Before we get into this, how are you all? How are you all feeling tonight? You all nice and lubricated?
I mean,
I'm getting there.
I mean, Tig did say this seems strangely high production values for this shower. How dare you, sir? We have the best production values.
We have the best
Tig is
shower.
the worst host. Mate, I'm not hosting. What are you talking about?
Stig's not hosted once today.
That was Oodles, and the other person was Walker McCoy. I didn't even get to see him. I never get to see him. He always runs off before I get around to it.
I think you don't like him, mate. I think you're allergic to him.
I think you've had too much cognac, Tig.
Kieran says, blimey, you all look spectacular. Oh, thank you, Kieran.
Thanks, Kieran. I'm sure you look dashing as well.
And
can we just say, Candy's dressed tonight? Look at that.
So
Look at that.
was,
Jessica Bunny.
I was balls deep in Prosecco then. I got my tart right.
I like how you can compliment
Well, you
Kathy
do
on the way
this
she
for
looks and then she
compliments
opens
to
her
different
mouth.
Yeah. Mouth like a taxi driver.
Right, drive.
Just drive.
What, drive? Just drive. Right, so for people not in the know,
Where's Monkey?
sorry.
Kieran saying balls deep in Prosecco. Ha 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 ha. And Zenos has said, not bad, thanks. Got some really nice crackers for the ceremony this year. Tomato and black olive. Oh, that man's living the life.
Ooh, hang into that.
And DJ says, if I wasn't married, I'd ride all of you.
All right, bring her along.
Bring her along, yeah?
What happens in Skegness stays in Skegness.
Yes. But yes, this is the Biggies 2023. If you are new to this, which I doubt any of you are, this is where we basically give out our own awards, named after the man himself, the big man himself, that has got a new persona this year. Cool Biggie. Cool Biggie. It's a strange one. It's a strange one.
I think it needs to go back to the focus group. I don't think the public are vibing with it.
No, I don't think so. I think it needs to change. But
he's gone cool Biggie, but ended up sex offender Biggie.
But yes, if everyone's nice and seated and comfortable, let's start with the ceremony. Let's go for it. Yes, I am your host, Oodles, and this is the Biggies 2023. And we'll start, as we mean to go on, with the first award of the evening. From Modern Escapism, it's Cool Biggie, with his first award, and his really massive delay.
No, I was just making sure it was me. So first up, I've got the nominees here. The best Twitch channel that was nominated but didn't win the award. The nominees are Modern Escapism, Biggie Dies, The Gaff, and Scratch Bastard. And the winner is Scratch Bastard. Congratulations.
Oh shit! It's clearly Modern Escapism.
I don't know. I think Biggie Dies needs to be disqualified because it needs to be something that's happened this year.
Yeah, it didn't happen at all, did it?
It will return one day.
No, it fucking would. You keep saying
It
that.
will.
You're letting the
Be the
people
right
down.
frame of mind. It's a stressful game.
Right frame of what fucking mind?
It's Dark Souls. Have you played it? It's horrible.
Endlessly.
I know you have. But yes, Paul Murphy, better known as Scratch Bastard, I've nominated him purely for bringing positivity ever since lockdown. He continues to do so, doing his Twitch streams for 5 hours. He's still touring around the world, and he has an average of at least 1,000 viewers every Tuesday morning coffee show that he does, part of the Stream Raiders Twitch crew, and even does a vinyl Paul's wall on a Sunday too. I just love the guy grinning away, playing music for his listeners. It's fantastic. I think he deserves a Biggie.
Absolutely, mate.
Our numbers are better.
Can I also just point out that the last episode of Biggie Dies was 9 months ago?
Does it
Technically still within the calendar year.
Yeah, it still counts. Still counts.
9
Scratch
months.
Bastard's good. I've watched a few things after your
Just remind me,
recommendation.
Biggie, where was the last time? What location were you in Dark Souls the last time you played it? Do you remember?
Seath the Scaleless.
So he's got past the hardest part of the game and he's still just decided not to carry on.
Yes.
Idiot.
Because I die a lot. It's stressful.
That's why it's called Biggie Dies. That's.
I'm aware of that, my friend.
It's not called Biggie Survives.
Has Biggie
Let's
Dies
move
died?
on, mate. I promise you
is
it
what
will
DJ's
return.
asking.
It will return. I promise you.
Let's move on.
Frame of mind.
We're playing him off. We're playing the music off. He's still talking. Fuck off. And now, for modern escapism, the delectable candy machine.
I thought you were going to say me then.
Thank you for having me back as always. I'm here to present the What Did I Just Watch award. So the award for something you walked out of the cinema thinking, what the fuck just happened? The nominees are Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Don't you fucking dare.
The Menu.
Don't you fucking dare.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Don't you fucking dare.
Barbarian.
Don't you dare.
And The Northman.
Don't you dare.
I think we've got a bit of a misunderstanding. I don't mean what the fuck did I just watch? I mean, what just happened?
Isn't that a podcast? What the fuck did I just watch?
Maybe. Anyway, the winner is... Everything Everywhere All at Once. I have never walked out of a cinema thinking, there was a sausage finger scene. There was rocks texting each other.
There was butt plug kung fu. What more could you want?
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah. There's an old boy fight down the hallway, but with dildos.
It's a fucking incredible film. That's one I need to buy on Blu-ray. Just I buy very select films on Blu-ray just to keep forever. That's one that needs to be one of them.
4K dildos.
Excuse me. I did not come here for this level of attack from you.
Why don't you walk up stage and smack her?
Get my dildos out your fucking mouth.
Where's he from?
You do a Geordie accent like Pip does a Geordie accent. I'm not from fucking Wales. Also, incidentally, Pip's watched this in the bath. I've just heard her laughing from the bathroom on a 30-second delay.
You're welcome, Pip.
No pointy iguana. It's not one for family film night.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
Jesus Christ!
So
fucking disrespect.
Everything Everywhere All at Once gladly receives that award. Thank you very much, Candy, for that. And now for modern escapism. Fuck off. And now for modern escapism. It's Stig.
Yo, I'm here. And I don't have any nominations. I am literally coming out to give somebody an award that deserves an award. That's how I'm playing it tonight. There's people who deserve awards, who didn't get awards, and I'm giving them to it. And the first award, the first biggie this year is going to Hugh Grant for Paddington 2. Because goddamn, Hugh Grant was amazing in Paddington 2, and he got completely ignored. He's so good in that film. He's so much fun. You can tell he's having an absolute blast. He keeps playing all these different characters, and the dance and song number at the end is outstanding. And the fact that he was just completely overlooked because it's not a serious part, anything is a joke, because he is so good in that film. I mean, the film itself is exceptional, but he is incredible in that film. And he's having a bit of a moment last few years, I think, isn't he?
I'm really enjoying this Hugh Grant renaissance where he's gone away from playing the kind of the pretty boy rom-com guy to...
He needed to.
Well, he needed to, yeah, but like he's gone away from that and he's just enjoying doing mad shit.
He's good in The Gentleman, isn't he?
He's good in The Gentleman.
I loved him in The Gentleman.
Did you watch those two Netflix things like Death to 2020, Death to 2021?
Yeah.
Where he's playing like a fucking right-wing boomer archivist or something. I'm really looking forward to whatever the fuck he's doing in the D&D movie this month.
Yes, exactly. I feel like he's got to an age now, he's just gone, fuck it, I'm going to just do anything, and it's going to be a laugh. And
it's like he's not doing it to pay the bills, is he? He's just doing it for whatever the fuck he wants.
And he was
it's a shame that he did get typecast as the kind of fop so much, because he's like, now we're seeing his range. He is quite a fine actor, but you know, he doesn't have to kind of rely on that kind of thing, and to his benefit, really, he gets to do the things he wants to now.
Yeah. Nimrod X said About a Boy is a favourite. I love that film.
Yeah, it's a good show.
He's also got great sense of humor. Have you heard about the plaque that he's dedicated to Colin Firth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you don't know, he bought a plaque on a chair dedicated to Colin Firth, and it says, "In loving memory of Colin Firth. He's not dead yet, but he looks it." Sponsored by Hugh Grant. So Hugh, you're getting a biggie because you were unjustly ignored for Paddington 2. You were absolutely incredible in that. It doesn't matter. It could be any time.
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Anytime, anywhere.
Absolutely.
Hugh Grant, this one's for you, boy.
Well done, you. He can't unfortunately be here with us tonight, but in spirit,
Has he died?
Is it? No. Don't say stuff like that on this podcast. You know what happened.
You know what happened. We'll wake up tomorrow and he will be.
Don't fucking say that. Don't you dare do that to Hugh. Excellent. And now I will do the next award. The award for Exceptional Rear of the Year 2023.
You have to get my ass out again.
And the nominees are Henry Cavill, The Witcher, Season 2, Florence Pugh in Everything She's In, Dua Lipa for Simply Existing, Biggie, Modern Escapism, and Jesus Christ from the Book of Revelation.
Famously knows us.
Rip's got good abs.
And the winner is Florence Pugh in Everything She's In.
Yep.
So I just wanted to basically
sounds about right.
Bring this out
to
for
talk
Florence.
about Florence Pugh's arse for 5 minutes, didn't you?
She's gorgeous.
So good. It's so good. It's so good. I watched her again this week in that wrestling one. Yeah, she's really good. I love her as an actor anyway, but she's also got a daddy head. But here you go, Florence. I know you can't be with us tonight, but you did leave me a DM. She left me a DM earlier. She's saying, "Yeah, add me on Snapchat." That's all she said. So I will add her on Snapchat. There you go. That's my award done.
I'm not sure it's a real Florence Pugh.
I think it is. This is Florence Pugh 69420.
Oh yeah, that's the real one.
I think it's Let's get on to the next award. And now for Modern Escapism, it's Gadget 8-Bit.
So I'm coming in here with the funniest self-own of the year. So this is the award given to people who have monumentally fucked themselves over in whatever way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
So the nominees are Andrew Tate for trying to dunk on Greta Thunberg and ended up getting arrested for sex trafficking crimes.
Alpha male.
Yeah. Liz Truss, just all of it. Just all of it.
She's not a quitter.
No, but she doesn't last as long as a supermarket lettuce.
I've sent the lettuce to Biggie already.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Billy Mitchell for introducing evidence when suing YouTubers for calling him a cheat that proves he's cheating. Wizards of the Coast / Hasbro for trying to fuck over the D&D community and losing millions in paying subscribers.
Yeah,
that was a particularly harsh self-own.
Absolutely.
And lastly, Alex Jones for talking himself into $1.5 billion in damages.
Oh, there's some good ones there. I don't know who's going to win it.
Well,
these are all fucking idiots.
They're all fucking idiots. But the winner...
Who's the camera zooming in on right now at the awards ceremony?
And they're all going like this.
The camera's kind of zooming in on Alex Jones. He's sweating. He's bright red because the winner is Alex Jones, because for being a monumental cunt, he has managed to talk himself into $1.5 billion in damages, all because he couldn't keep his stupid, fat American gob shut. And it's fucking
take that for your bingo cards. American hatred. Ticket. There you go.
Not American hatred, just that American hatred. That specific American.
Yes, he's an absolute penis. And not a good one.
Xenos is saying strong competition in this category.
Yeah. I've also got Snugcast adding me on Snapchat as well. I told you I'm popular. Big thing. Oh, I'm getting a message here coming in that we've got a video from someone.
Yes, we have. We have a video from Planty.
So, take it away.
Yes, he's got a video submission for his own Biggie.
There you go.
Hello, everybody at Modern Escapism and all the listeners, of course, delighted to be invited to make a nomination for a Biggie. Hasn't it been a year? What a year we have had, specifically at the cinema. Really pleased to say that I think James Cameron, not David Cameron, that'd be very different. James Cameron really knocked it out of the park this year. Don't you agree? The Way of Water. It really made me think about the different ways of water. Seas, lochs, rivers, canals, aquifers, estuaries, lakes, aqueducts, streams, firths, shipping routes, oceans, inland harbours, coves. Yeah, I guess you could have coves as well. Inlets, brooks, waterfalls, aquifers, all of the ways of water. So I think I'm going to have to give a Biggie this year to, well, the British Isles waterways, the tireless work that the canals do for us still, shoveling coal all the way from Birmingham to Yorkshire. It still happens, honestly. Britain, isn't it brilliant? Water, isn't it amazing? So I am delighted to give this Biggie, to Britain's waterways. Thank you very much. And guys, keep up the really, really great work. Don't you agree, Colin?
There we go. That was Planty's award.
Yes, much love to British waterways.
That's a sentence you never thought you'd say.
Thank you very much, Mark, for doing that award for us. It's nice.
Never heard of him.
You love to see it. He's really good. He's on every podcast ever. And he's somehow wormed his way into this, even though he's not watching tonight.
When he started with James Cameron, I was like, he's got loads of awards. I was like, oh yeah. Should have trusted the process.
And now, the next award. All the way from Smash That Glass. It's Candy Machine.
Ooh.
Hello, right? Slightly tips now.
Smash that glass.
Right.
Yeah,
smash that glass. I'm not smashing that glass. It's my good one. Look at this.
Is it?
She's got fuck all left anyway. She ain't got a toilet. She ain't got a fridge.
I've got a fridge now.
No.
Right. I'm about to present the... we expected it to be bad, but it was worse than we thought award. And the contenders of this are... Right, we have... Oh, okay. Moonfall. Jurassic World Dominion. Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Lightyear. And finally, Black Adam.
I feel like I warned everyone on this. On these.
You did.
Also
you
known as
suffered.
the We Should Have Listened award.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen any of them.
I think we.
And the winner is Moonfall.
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, I have seen that.
There's a Biggie for fuck it. Right in the bin.
That's the one with Samuel Tarly, isn't it?
It just falling off the earth.
Yeah.
And the moon's kind of rolling around for a bit.
I really want to know what Roland Emmerich is smoking, and I would quite like some.
The good
Heroin.
It's
shit.
got to be the best shit to come up with bullshit.
Moon
like
dust.
Hey. Cool Biggie with joke. Cool Biggie.
It feels like he thought he had a good idea and then just kept adding on and adding on and adding on.
No,
So
I
what
feel
would
like
you
he
do
does what Candy does with her features. He had a good title and worked her way backward. Worked his way backwards.
I absolutely fucking adore
Candy, people pay money for that.
the. See, you know the sequence where they're kind of for some reason they're in a car chase as the moon's coming over and like gravity's affecting.
yeah.
There is a shot, and it's clearly the product placement from Lexus where they're driving away, and whoever's driving says to the passenger, says, "Don't worry, we'll get away from them." I put it into sport mode, and you see him turn his hand down, turn the car from eco to sport mode, and then the blast off. And it's just like, it is the worst of product placement, and it's fucking amazing. Because that's the point where they then start like jumping the car over bits of the ground that are floating in the air.
Hey, I tell you what, sports mode, it does work.
Yeah.
Works in my car. I just
we're playing her off. Come on.
How when the moon gets so close to the Earth that it skims the top of mountains, all of the Earth doesn't implode on itself. And then
Great film.
Everything just goes back to normal.
But it
won an award. It's award winning now.
It's used in that moment wonderfully because one of the characters is trapped under a fallen tree and the moon comes close enough that the gravity lets the very weak girl lift the tree off him.
Great.
So bad.
Thank you very much for that, Candy, again. Now, from Biggie Dies, it's Biggie.
Thank you very much, Noodles. The best TV show that isn't The Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul. The nominees are Game of Thrones, 6 Feet Under, Battlestar Galactica, and The Shield.
We know
he's
what
going to
he's
pick the
picking.
fucking Shield, isn't he?
He is, because he's got bald head.
That Shield is fucking mint.
The winner is 6 Feet Under.
Oh, surprise!
Also
The
great.
6 Feet Under, American drama TV series spanning 5 seasons. It depicts the
Great
lives
show.
of the Fisher family who run a funeral home in Los Angeles along with their friends and lovers. Creator Alan Ball confronted the mortality of the Fisher family in unexpected and often devastating ways, leading up to a basically flawless series finale, which is rightly held up by many TV critics as the all-time greatest.
It's very good.
It's so good.
I love it. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
One of the best endings. Last episode.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's really good.
I also love that Michael C. Hall went from that to Dexter within a year of the one finishing into the next one. And you, in that year, you saw his range as an actor. Because what
Absolutely.
the character he plays in 6 Feet Under is very different to Dexter.
Mm.
But I love it.
Still
I mean,
Dexter.
Still playing around with dead bodies, though.
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
yeah.
There you go.
Similar motivations, different execution.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, cool Biggie. And now, from Deep Dive Lounge, it's Oodles. Hi, I'm back again. This award is called Should Have Been a Gotti. So these games should have been Game of the Year, or at least contenders for it. And the nominees are Neon White, Annapurna Games. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Nintendo. Gran Turismo 7, Sony. Marvel Snap, Marvel Games. And Cult of the Lamb by Revolver Digital. And the winner is
I think I know what he's picking.
Play any of these.
Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, I didn't know what he was picking.
Ooh.
Gran Turismo 7 was one of my biggest surprises last year. Oh, he's talking about a car game. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Shut up. I'm the host.
Genuinely thought you were going to go for Neon White there because I was
Yeah,
about to
same.
agree with you
No.
because it's fucking spectacular.
I love all them games on there, but Gran Turismo 7 was my biggest surprise. I completely smashed that game. I've completed it. I've done everything I could possibly can, and I still I sold that game, and I still feel like I want to go and buy it again because I miss it. I've never felt like that with a car game ever. It's perfect, and I've reviewed it on the show, so I don't need to go into too much detail. But if you've not paid, it's gone really cheap now as well. I've seen it at 21 quid brand new in some shops.
I'll wait till it hits the PSN subscription.
Yeah, it will do.
It's
It will.
also the PSVR 2 part of it as well, apparently.
Yeah,
And lots of
which I'll
plaudits.
never know because it's £500 for a VR2.
Yes, me too.
But yes, Gran Turismo 7, worthy winner. I think it's amazing. And for me, someone that doesn't play those type of games to love car game, it's worth it, isn't it? It's worth it.
Yeah, fair enough.
There you go, Gran Turismo 7. You take that with you. Ooh. And now, from Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep, Gadget 8-Bit.
So the next award is the Surprisingly Good Film of 2022 award. So these are films that I went into not expecting much, but came away absolutely adoring them.
Fast 7.
No. For starters, I watched that in 2023, and it didn't come out in 2022.
Fast 6. It's the only one you watched last year.
Yeah, it was. It was still a bad year.
Got him! Get the digs in.
I like Tuxedo Stig. He's a bit cheeky. He's cheeky.
So the nominees are Prey, The Menu, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent,
Ooh.
Jackass Forever, and the Bob's Burgers movie. So these are all films I wasn't expecting any of them to be bad. I was expecting them to be kind of mid-tier.
Yeah.
But the winner is Prey.
Yeah.
I fucking adored that film. That was one that
we all did, didn't we?
Yeah, that me and Pip, we watched it the day it came out, and it was kind of a thing as, we'll just watch it because it's a Predator film. But having seen The Predators, I had ultra low expectations. And what we got was one of the best films of the year, and it wasn't recognised at all. And it's won a couple of things in technical stuff, but like really kind of like low tier stuff, like costume design. I think it won costume design for something. But the care and love that's gone into that film, the understanding of the Predator and how a Predator film should be put together, the action, the fact that it was a female lead. I absolutely adored all of it, and then being able to watch it with a full Comanche dub as well, and showing
the respect for the cultures,
the respect for the culture, the kind of the realistic representation of what a Comanche tribe was like. I adored it,
and the Predators.
Yeah, and the Predators.
I was laughing at DJ saying that Stig looks like Happy Hogan.
That's how fat my head's got.
No, if you'd have had that perm that you still had, you would have looked like John Favreau.
Yeah. I shaved earlier as well. I should have left my dirty tash on.
But yeah, I absolutely adored Prey, and I think it's a film, if you haven't watched it, whether you like the Predator films or not, it's worth watching because it's a masterclass in tension, the action is great, and there isn't a great deal of dialogue in it, but also it's a fucking tight 90 minutes.
And it's the prequel to Predator 2.
Yes.
The second best Predator film.
Absolutely.
And like, how often can you say what's that? The 1, 2, 3.
It's the 6th Predator film if you don't count the AVP ones.
Well, I was counting them, but if you count them, then like, how often can you say that is going to be the second best in the series?
Yeah.
I think it's sensational. I think it's brilliant and it's respectful. Watch the Comanche dub because it's the best version of it.
I mean, by far. Even if you just watch the normal English version, it's still incredible. And I think also just the fact that they got an entirely Native American cast that really helped.
Even the Predator was native to his planet.
Yes.
So sensational.
It's amazing how they can cast those Predators these days.
I know. And now from Marvel
Chris Pratt
Review
wasn't available.
Podcasts. It's Stig.
I'm back, baby. Let's give another award. There's no nominees. I'm just giving it out how I see it. 2 people who got absolutely snubbed to fuck over the last several years, who deserve all the awards they should have got, but were never given them for whatever reason. I have no idea why these 2 were not given these awards. Bob Odenkirk and Rhea Seehorn for Saul Goodman and Kim Wexler, Better Call Saul. What the hell was anyone thinking not giving these 2 an award at least once? Because they're outstanding.
Did they not get
any nominated
Emmys at all?
Nope.
Fuck me.
Yep. That show at one point turns into a better show than Breaking Bad. It is in my opinion, overall, it's a better show than Breaking Bad. And everybody gives Breaking Bad the plaudits and seems to have just ignored Better Call Saul, but it is genuinely incredible. The whole cast are so good, but Bob Odenkirk and Rhea Seehorn as that couple in that show are just, the chemistry's there, the acting ability's there, they blow away every scene they're in. They're just amazing, and they just seem to have got completely ignored for whatever reason. Now, I'm not saying that the people who won those years are bad. I have no idea. I didn't do any research into who actually won. What I'm more annoyed about is the fact that these 2 didn't get anything when they should have done, because they probably were better. I'm going to say they were better. Fuck it. They were better. They were so
There we
good. Bob
go.
Odenkirk was amazing. That man nearly died giving us that TV show.
Yeah, he did. He had
And
a
he-
heart attack
yeah,
on set, didn't he?
Exactly. And
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
even bother giving him an award for it. So I'm giving a biggie to Bob Odenkirk, Rhea Seehorn.
It's mad how he's proved how good an actor he is. Where he started his career as a writer on The Simpsons.
Yeah, he used to be comedy.
Yeah.
He used to do comedy in the 90s, didn't he? More than
Yeah,
He's
he
not-
like guested in stuff in like Seinfeld.
Mr.
He's
Show
in-
Show.
He's in Friends at one point as a walk-on and stuff like that. It's mad.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh man, that show's so good though. Like everyone in it, like even like Mike, the guy who plays Mike Ehrmantraut's back, Gus Fring is in there.
I've been
Tony
slowly making my way through it, like a few episodes a week. It's solid, isn't it? It's solid.
Have you
as
got
fuck.
to Lalo yet? Lalo yet?
Yes.
Oh man, Tony Dalton is so good.
Yeah.
He is incredible. But the thing is with that show is it starts off as it starts off quite different to Breaking Bad. It's more about like kind of him dealing with the lawyer side of it, doesn't it? Trying to impress his brother, trying to look after his brother. There's a few kind of hijinks and swindles here and there. And as it goes on, you get to about season 3 or something, and it goes full Breaking Bad territory.
Oh yeah,
where it just
maybe even beyond
another level.
It's that Vince Gilligan structure because he's very good at starting a show very small and building up.
Yes.
Breaking Bad was very much like that. Like the entire first season of Breaking Bad is it's small beans, and then by the time you get to season 3, it's like industrial levels of what they're doing. But that's when like Walter White becomes the baddie.
And again, let me stress, Vince Gilligan's episodes on X-Files are the best ones.
Oh, absolutely, far and away better than Chris. Much better than Chris Carter's.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So
The thing with Better Call Saul, I was just going to say, is that it doesn't even matter if you've watched Breaking Bad and you know what's happening. The tense situations and everything that happens to all the characters, the build-up is so good.
Yeah,
so
because
good.
you know, obviously Saul survives this.
Yeah,
because he's in Breaking Bad, but there are other characters in there as well that we never even saw in Breaking Bad. So the tension
that you care about,
it's still there. And I've just looked. This thing didn't win any Emmys across the board.
People
not
didn't watch
even
it.
the
Did they?
show, not even the directing, not even the writing. It's all just nominations. So the biggie goes out to all of Breaking.
The best
Better Call Saul.
award.
Yeah,
the best award. Thank you very much, Stig. Speaking of people that nearly died on set, it's now time for our in memoriam.
Are we ready to remember everybody?
Remember. it's just we lost so many good things this year.
I'll never recover from the death of Crypto Kenny.
Yeah, it unfortunately died in a very unfortunate Bugatti Veyron head-on collision with another Bugatti Veyron.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Racing to Andrew Tate's rescue.
Yeah. Really sad.
It's Paul Walker
Really
driving.
Oh, Biggie, for fuck's sake.
Oh, nah.
No.
Another clanger.
That joke was bad enough on Too Fast, Too Curious.
Fucking hell. And let's move on to the next award. Hosted by Capri Smitty herself. It's Candy.
Yes, hello everyone. Yes, thank you for having me. Yes, I've been at the bar.
No more drinks for me, darling.
Yes, you know you want it, yes.
Oh no, I can't stand up.
Not on all those legs. Right. The next award is the Biggest Daddy Award. Daddy of the Year Award.
Oh, thank you.
Knew it was coming. Right then, we have Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia.
Not me.
Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian.
Ooh.
Kratos as the God of War.
As the God of War.
Pedro Pascal as Joel of Us.
Joel of Us.
Joel of Us.
And Chris Hemsworth as Thor Odin's son.
Oodles.
God.
Oodles. I
What
didn't,
about
hear,
me?
I didn't hear our names there.
Yeah, me and Stig, we're daddies.
I didn't hear our names there.
And Biggie.
Here as much.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
all of,
thanks.
and the cast and crew of Modern Escapism.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And the winner is Pedro Pascal as Joel of Us.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Absolute daddy.
Absolute daddy.
Oh,
I mean, the show's not called the show's not called The Last of Us anymore. It's called Joel, isn't it?
Joel.
Joel.
Yeah.
Straight up. HBO's Joel.
I hear the internet was furious this week that Joel was only in it for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
but it
but
was a
those
good
2
2
minutes, he was lying down though. Oh my god.
2 minutes was enough for Candy.
Lying down and gasping.
Oh,
I just had an image then of Candy like shuffling towards him and like getting on his lap.
I totally could have fixed him with my magical pussy.
Oh my god, it's a clicker.
Fuck.
Clitter.
Where's there mushrooms in it?
Sorry, viewers and listeners. I'm sorry about this. We're getting more drunk the more we go on. I bet the boys in the room they're like this now.
Sorry, everyone. I don't know what came over me. That was somebody taking over my body, obviously. Orapan, where are you?
I'm lying on the floor, darling. Oh.
Let's go to the bar then.
No more.
Thank you, the cast of Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep there. Excellent. And now, from loads of podcasts, it's Oodles. It's been a fucking loads of shit.
Up.
Speaking of podcasts, like every year, it's time for Most Consistent Podcast of the Year award. And like every year, just to be fair, I threw these in a random number generator, a random pick generator fucking thing. You know what I mean? I'm getting drunk. The nominees are 100 Things We Learned from Film.
Ooh.
The Never Watchers.
Ooh.
That F King Show.
Ooh.
What the fuck do you want?
Ooh.
A biggie.
Snugcast.
Ooh.
And the Joe Rogan Experience.
Boo.
Well, apart from one.
And I put this into the random winner picker.
Joe Rogan wins this. I'm going to come down to fucking West Yorkshire and beat the shit out of you.
And the winner of the Most Consistent Podcast of the Year Award 2023 is Snugcast.
Way. Where's DJ?
Congratulations.
He's in the chat there.
Genuinely, that was random. I do it every year. Snugcast came out tops. These are podcasts that I have on my rotation.
Joe Rogan. You listen to Joe Rogan?
No, I just put that in for laugh, dickhead.
You just said it, the nominees are the ones that you listen to.
Yes, but I put that in there last just to fucking.
Oh God,
I
you're
didn't even
definitely
put.
trying to be an alpha male, aren't you?
I didn't even put Joe Rogan in the number generator, mate. That was just for the fucking nomination.
I feel like DJ's put in the chat. We had 5 podcasts. I was looking at it. Yeah, it's don't want this shit.
I know. He's not done many.
Yeah,
He's not done many.
Tig's right. Punk's livid. He's smashing shit up.
He won one last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he won
it
one
last year.
Although he did
won this
complain
last
to me
year.
that Biggie hasn't sent him his trophy yet. I'll say
Has he not?
Yeah,
Oh, we'll get one sent
I
out.
sent it in the post.
Yeah.
No,
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I
sent it in the post.
had to collect my Biggie in person. I didn't even win one.
Punk, we will send it out to you, and DJ, we will send your award out to you. Congratulations! I hope you're very happy with your 5 podcasts, but they are very good podcasts. It's not about quantity. Everyone in there was brilliant except Joe Rogan, like I said.
DJ, I did enjoy your podcast on Carveries. It was a bit different for what you normally do, but
Yes.
yeah,
More Carvery chat.
it's always nice to have a spin-off episode.
Oh, there we go. And you also, DJ, you also win a night out with Candy. The winner would have, and you will get lucky.
We're going to go see the Wurzels.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
And then she's going to give you a combine harvester.
The key.
And show her P word. And now, for modern escapism, it's Stig.
I'm back again. I'm back. Well, it's a good segue, because speaking of podcasts, so they could have been a double winner, this podcast.
Ooh.
Only the numbers had rolled right. I want to give this podcast to one that I've listened to nearly every episode this year after finding them this last year. And you saw him earlier tonight, Mr. Mark Plant. I'm giving 100 Things We Learned from Film a Biggie award, because
Sensational podcast.
since finding them on Twitter, we've become friends with them. I've been on their show, Gadget's been on, and Biggie's been on. I got the most facts out of the lot, just saying.
Well done,
And-
Stig.
By 2.
Yeah.
By 2. I was 2 behind you.
You still
Don't matter.
lost. You still lost. Doesn't matter if you
Yep.
win by 2 or 1.
Congratulations, Stig.
How
Well,
many facts did I have to find for Ice fucking Pirates? Hello.
You
I
chose-
should be awarded
You chose the
for that.
film.
I know,
chose the film.
but the fact counts.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. That's what I'm saying. And
baby.
yeah, I've listened to all of
what
them.
he tells his
Some
wife.
of them actually that I haven't, that I do want to watch, and some that I just don't care about. But in general, they're really good. Him and John, they make me laugh every week. And
They've got a great formula, haven't they?
yeah, and I for the longest time last year I was decorating bits in the house, and I was just, their podcast was like my decorating buddy.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
catching up on their podcast, because they do
It
a
was like having
podcast.
Planty and John doing decorating with, but they didn't help.
Yeah, but
They've just
the
sat there.
The podcast isn't time dated.
Yeah.
You can go back and listen to any episode you want. So they will say, "Oh, don't go back and listen to episode 1 because we were shit back then." But it's fun. Like I like if the content is good, I'll go back and listen. And I've been through the whole thing, and it's basically one of the first ones I put on every Monday. So yeah, giving you boys a Biggie award.
Well done.
Well done, Plenty.
Well done to
John.
independent podcasting in general. Well done.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
You a dick. And again, Farm, Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep, the Dungeon Master. It's Gadget.
Well, I'm bringing in a Razzie, because I'm bringing in the letdown of the year. Yeah,
That was my Razzie.
That was your
I can't
Razzie.
do it. Yeah.
Biggie's rolled.
So the nominees I've got are Marvel's Phase 4 films, all of them for the last year. They weren't good.
No.
The Callisto Protocol. We know the pain I endured with that one.
And I'm currently am.
Scorn. Also, we know the pain I endured with that one. Picard Season 2. Stig knows the pain of that one.
Stig loves it. He keeps watching it.
I don't, and yeah, I'm still watching season 3.
And Avatar The Way of Water.
Oh, big one.
Yeah.
Hated it.
And, well, it's an unusual event because it's a dual winner. because it's the Callisto Protocol and Picard Season 2, because they were both fucking shite. They were terrible.
A first for the biggies.
Callisto Protocol, just in concept, what it promised, it's so under-delivered in a way that just broke my fucking heart. Picard Season 2, because it didn't make fucking sense. And wasted good actors like Annie Wershing. And like Annie Wershing, the last thing that she did, unfortunately, before she passed away this year, was Picard Season 2.
Shame.
And Picard Season 2 just didn't make fucking sense. It was stupid. They brought back, like, they had cameos from like Q and Guinan in ways that just didn't make fucking sense. And
older Q as well.
Q made sense in a way. I thought Q made sense.
Well, but not as motivation towards
Picard.
the end of it. Like the setup, I enjoyed. Like I liked the first episode of it. I thought the first episode set up a really fucking good story.
When he said the trial is never over, like it was really good. But the one that didn't make sense was just like bringing back. Is it Brett Spiner? Like any form of
some ancestor of Sing.
Or some ancestor of the guy who made Data, and just like,
they were both
work with the law that we already know.
They were both absolutely terrible. Callisto Protocol just because it promised so much and under-delivered. Picard because it fucked with a lot of established storytelling from Next Generation and the kind of the series after it, and just kind of forcing things through. Like it completely rewrote Picard's history, like as a child and stuff like that, and. You could even see that, like, Patrick Stewart didn't want to be there for it.
Oh, those episodes of showing him as a child.
Oh, they were terrible.
Unfortunately, they can't be here tonight.
No, and they shouldn't be. They should be thrown in the fucking fire.
Season 3, though, got high hopes.
Yeah. Have you?
Thank you very much for that. Yeah. Thank you very much. The music's playing.
We love
Frank. And now, one of the stars of Too Fast, Too Curious. It's Biggie.
Thank you, Poodles. The next award is for... There aren't nominees, there's only one. It's the best nominated alternative podcast that should have won the award based on the other inferior nominees. And this goes to...
What's
The Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep.
Oh, yes, because we were award nominated this year, but we didn't win.
Should have fucking won it. And as a special treat, the entire cast of Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep are here tonight.
Way.
To come and accept the award.
We have a Biggie. I've got my Biggie already. Here it is.
My Biggie's up on the shelf. And I'm not standing up because then you'll see my trackies.
I'll stand up.
I'll stand up.
Trackies.
Look. Trackies.
I've got trackies on.
I've even got my shit tucked into them.
I've even got Crocs on.
Oh, nah. Biggie,
Broken the illusion. I've broken the illusion.
It's all business.
Yeah.
It's all business from the waist up.
Yeah.
And I also have a blanket over my legs as well.
Oh. She's cold because she's broken a boiler now.
Yeah.
Zenos is saying, honestly, I'm surprised Oodles has trousers on at all.
Me too.
I didn't earlier when we first came in. I just had a dressing gown on.
I will say it was really nice to be nominated for an award. I know we didn't win it, and I know it's a Crowd Ultra, which is just like a random online kind of media place for podcasts. But
yeah, but you've won a Biggies now.
I know, but the fact that someone put Scorched Sheep forward for an award, it absolutely fucking made my day. Like, yeah. I know people. It's one of those things, right? I know people enjoy Scorched Sheep, and I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy writing it, and I enjoy the process of us doing it. But when someone enjoys it that much to put it forward for an award, that's just like it fucking. I was running on air for like weeks after that. It was so good. And it really lifted me up, because the thing is, as a DM, I have the worst fucking imposter syndrome, because I'll sit and write an episode and go, this is going to be shit. They're going to fucking hate this. But then we do stupid shit and it turns out funny anyway. But you know, it's like when you write it ahead of time. Like,
I think that shows that we're really good.
We are really good at it, and we're terrible at the rules of D&D, but we're good at the actual.
Oh, we're terrible at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way we kind of put it together, like, I think, like, I couldn't put the shit that we do with another group. I don't think I couldn't take the campaign we've created.
You got to do it a little bit different. You got to do a bit more.
I don't think anyone would put up with any of the shit I put you through.
No, I don't.
I just never thought as a mid-40 something that I would be playing it at this time in my life, and I thoroughly
I still don't
enjoy
think
every
I am
episode
playing
that we
it.
do.
You certainly don't remember what you've done.
You refuse to accept it, Oodles, just like your gamer title. You refuse. There's deep down in you, just like, I do enjoy it. I just refuse to accept the title.
Yeah, Nimrod's right. All DMs have imposter syndrome every week, and it's true. And it's one of those things I get really stressed writing it. And there are some days some weeks when we go to record it that I have nothing like 2 hours before we record, and I have to throw something together, and then it comes out amazing or stupid, or it's like. And the worst part is I'm really terrible for writing shit down. So like all this lore I've got just kind of ruling in my head in this world, I'm like, fuck, what have I forgotten? Or like the end of the last episode that came out, we had this fake treble clef come out. I had prepared a voice for him, and I gave you the fucking wrong voice on the night.
It don't matter, does it? Though
I know. I did.
It can be retconned.
You only do 2 voices anyway.
I know, and that's the problem. I did my Cockney voice. It was a very different voice, and when we record the next episode, you'll get a very different voice for that.
Yeah, excellent, well deserved. And that's not for me being on it because I barely do anything on it. It's all Gadget. It's all Gadget. It's his baby.
You do a lot more than you realise, Oodles.
I sang on the theme tune. That's it.
Just on that,
He tries to kill more of us.
That award
Not killed anyone.
you get nominated for, yeah, it's like Gadget said, it might not be like a well-known one, but we shortlisted to 5 from 1,000, so that's fucking good going.
Yeah.
I was well happy with that. So, and it's on the
absolutely.
website. I'll put it.
Well,
all
thank you for the chat that are supporting us as well, and people that listen in the future as well. Thanks for supporting it because it was our first spin-off, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, and it was.
And now I think it's like on par with the main podcast now.
Yeah,
in my head.
And the thing is, what I appreciate is I bullied you all into it.
He hit me twice
to do the
There is a grievance coming out from
the Grasswell Manor special. And we had so much fun. It was like we couldn't help but do it. And it's also kind of when I brought Candy Machine into it as well, because I knew Candy beforehand. And the initial conversation was...
From the clubs.
No, through Pip. And the original conversation was, Candy, you've played D&D before. Do you want to join this podcast that you've already done artwork for? And she was like, yeah. So we brought her onto the main show to introduce her. And then it was just
but she didn't know it was an interview, did she?
No. And then after, we recorded that guest episode, and then we were like, why don't you just come in every Sunday?
Yeah.
Do you know it made it so much easier to do D&D with you first, because you can kind of just get to know each other without, if you say something stupid, you can just be like, well, that was in character. I didn't say that wasn't me. That was Patricia, sort of thing.
I don't know how you coped. How you coped so well for the first ever meeting of Biggie, because people stop and
It was really difficult. It was really difficult. Yeah, I actually blanked out his screen.
Yeah. And now you tickle his head with the cursor.
I have to take a
I'm tickling his head right now.
Yeah, everybody, if you're watching this on a desktop, tickle Biggie's head with your little cursor. It's great. I do it every Sunday. I just tickle his fucking head.
I have another head that you can tickle if you want. DM me.
Not that one though. Back to the show.
Yes. I'm conscious of time, so let's burst through some more awards. Candy, you've got another award.
So this one is, if it wasn't on Game Pass, I wouldn't have tried it.
That's what we're all going to say about Starfield later this year.
You need to do this every year, man. I like this one. This is good.
Right, and the nominations are. Bear in mind, this is the enjoyed it. That's very important. Outer Wilds.
Yep.
Okay.
Death's Door.
Mm-hmm.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Ooh.
As Dusk Falls.
Right.
And Metal Hellsinger.
Have you got something wrong with your eyes?
What's wrong with my eyes?
She hasn't got fucking glasses on.
No, she just keeps squinting.
Doesn't normally wear glasses.
I'm trying to read my cue card here. I'm wearing my contacts.
Get your legs on.
Yeah.
I'm acting for that.
Acting.
Come on.
I'm an actor. Right. And the winner is. This is acting too. There's not actually anything written on this.
No. What? No, there's nothing in this Amazon envelope I've been using all this time.
Oh, it's a
Nothing
La La
at
Land
all.
Moonlight a moment all over again.
I know. First have seen that we've all got trackies on.
Really breaking the illusion here.
I
It's
know.
meant to be a prestigious event.
Trackies.
And the winner is. Do you want a reminder of the nominations?
No.
No.
Okay. And the winner is Metal Hellsinger.
I knew you were going to say that.
I knew you knew that I was going to say that.
Because you're a big mosher.
I knew that you knew that he knew that you said that.
I knew that you knew that he knew that she knew that we were going to do that.
The sad thing is, Candy, regardless of your opinion, Hi-Fi Rush is better.
Is he eating? Hang on. Is he eating?
He's got crest.
I've got told off loads of times for doing that.
Biggie, stop eating on camera.
He's doing it live.
Have you lit your candle?
Get that candle lit.
I haven't farted.
You will in a minute after those crisps.
What crisps are there just for the nation?
The ones that should have won.
Ah, spicy what's-its.
I was happy with the ones that won.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metal Hellsinger was good. I enjoyed it, but
It was really good.
Hi-Fi Rush better.
I've only played moments of it since you guys were waxing lyrical about it. But what I did like about it was its sense of style, its pace, and the fucking music, man.
The
About
music,
it.
the music in it was really good. I enjoyed the kind of quasi Doom aesthetic that it had.
Yeah.
But my problem with it, I don't know if it was even really a problem with it because I did enjoy playing it. But the kind of playing to the beat thing, I kind of wanted to play it just like Doom, you know?
Mm.
And having to do everything to the beat kind of ruined that for me because I like especially Doom 2016, and now that I've discovered my love for Doom Eternal, I love the chaotic side to fighting those in those games. So
I can't deal with it. See, that's why I liked it, I think, because Metal Hellsinger was like Doom but easy.
Excellent.
I know you
choice.
picked different winner there, and this is again going off topic. What do you think of As Dusk Falls? Did you finish that?
We haven't finished it yet. Actually, we need to go back to that gadget.
Yeah, we do. We between me, Candy, and Pip, we played through the first 2 chapters. And
like
That's
which ending you get?
I remember seeing the reveal of it at the Microsoft Expo conference thing, and I thought it looked like shit. But,
No, I was well up for it.
But when we kind of got into it and actually got into the narrative, it's really fucking engaging.
I look when I have my memories of it, I don't think of it just being pictures. I'm playing it back in my head as if it was just happening on screen, like
there's even though everything's kind of still images, there's enough movement in those still images to make it feel like it's not.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's move on. Let's move the fuck on. My turn. For Modern Escapism. CEO. It's Oodles.
CEO. Fuck you.
CEO. Alpha male.
Fucking rent boy of Modern Escapism.
I'll take it. This is the positively subjective worst movie of the year award. Positively subjective. Don't at me. And the nominees are Avatar: The Way of Water, Terror on Bloodfart Lake.
That's not a movie of 2022, you dickhead.
That I've seen. I've seen. Serving Sarah, even though I watched it this year. Still going in it.
So
Samaritan. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Thor, Love and Thunder. Do you any guesses what the winner is? Before I reveal.
You're going to say Bloodfart Lake. I know you are.
And the winner is Avatar: The Way of Water.
See, Bloodfart Lake wasn't that bad.
The reason being mainly the reason because I was thinking about I hated all of them. The reason being is its length.
3 hours and 10 minutes.
I think it's one of the most unoriginal films I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, I can get that. I don't
Have
think
you
it's
seen Avatar 1?
I don't
it's
think it's the
beautiful.
worst film I've seen in the last year or so. I think it's definitely.
Oh God, no!
It's not good, but I don't think it's actively bad.
I just wasted my life.
I
Wasted
think
my time.
it's pretty beige. That's kind of how you can describe it.
The thing is, I will probably watch Black Panther again. I'll probably watch Thor: Love and Thunder again. I won't watch Terror and Blood Fat Lake again.
Why would you watch Thor: Love and Thunder again, though? I think Thor: Love and Thunder.
But I probably will. I know.
Avatar.
I know. I won't watch Avatar again.
Can
Do you know what I mean?
Can I tell you what I wrote about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a post, like earlier I brought all the top 10 films, and I did a post about everything and how I felt about everyone. I said, Avatar, on a technical and directing standpoint, the film is phenomenal and deserves all the praise it gets on that side. However, on the plot, story, and character point of view, it's turgid, extremely dull and forgetful. For a film that's 3 hours long, I didn't care about any of the characters, their motives, other than the whale. There's a few moments in there that Cameron gets you with environmental messages, but that's my biggest takeaway from it. This is where both Avatars failed. Beautiful films on the surface, but paper-thin stories and characters. I will not be going back for the third.
I think me and you
fair.
are absolutely on point with that. Completely on point with that. I can't disagree with it. But yeah, it's won an award. Well done, James Cameron. You've won another award. Congratulations.
I mean, it'll sweep up on technical awards.
Yeah, it's not going to get anywhere near
on technical awards. Cannot.
What if it wins best fucking story though?
It's not going to win best screenplay.
I thought it was fucking shite, and it pissed me off.
Even aside from the kind of the story treatment of it, the dialogue was dreadful.
What do you mean, bro?
What do you mean, bro? Cuz.
What do you mean about, bro?
Cuz. Come on, cuz.
Come on, cuz. Oh, fuck it.
Moving on.
Get better dialogue than that in Fast and Furious.
You actually do.
You do. Speaking of Fast and Furious, from Too Fast, Too Curious, it is Gadget.
Okay, so this is the last award I have for the year. And this is my favourite modern escapism moment of the year.
Oh, we had this last time, didn't we?
We did.
Good one.
Unfortunately, one of them is a Patreon exclusive moment, but we're going to point it out.
Well, be a fucking patron, that's all I can say.
So, Stig losing his shit in the Podcastle quiz.
Oh.
when he was trying to say Aston Villa and he said Aston Martin.
Yeah,
and I won. I won it.
Let's get this right. When you say Stig losing his shit in the quiz mix, it sounds like I kicked off. It wasn't that.
No,
it's just
you were hammered and you fucking.
I said
you hit
wrong,
a giggle.
Very funny. Yeah.
I took it in his stride.
But it was one of the funniest moments I've borne witness to. And I was there the year before when Candy got into a giggle loop over our fucking socials.
Yep.
The next nomination, Oodles as Treble O'Clef, shooting an NPC and then getting another character taken by a hideous tentacle creature after a big boss fight.
Can't remember.
You can remember because that was one of the funniest moments of the campaign.
We didn't die, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I've never died yet.
Because and I still remember the look on Candy's face when I said this tentacle reaches through, grabs you by the leg and pulls you out of the room. The look on Candy's, because I didn't say she was dead, but the look on Candy's face was fucking incredible. And then
I think you said something like she's out of the battle.
Yeah,
fucking
she's out of the
fuming.
battle. And then also like when you had Treble kind of like try to shoot the shield that was covering Orapan away. And I said to her, so the bullet goes through the shield and hits him, and then I started acting it out. Oh no, why did you shoot me? Why did you shoot? The look of guilt on your face, Oodles, was incredible.
Great,
it's a made-up character and you felt so bad about it. That's how I know it works.
Straight at D&D, Anna.
Yeah.
Acting.
The next nominee is Biggie's door technology failing to keep his daughter out of his room.
If anyone asking, that thing behind him right now is his door tech.
Go get it! That was the funniest thing ever. I'll put it there to stop walking at the door. And then
it's just to stop the door opening.
I know, but
it doesn't stop the door opening because, as proven, people just can open it and walk straight in because it pulls the cupboard door open with it.
I thought that was so funny. And the last one, and this is actually very specific to last week. Candy being bullied on camera by the cat.
That's right. I love that video that you made as well.
Yeah,
when you entered the Matrix.
Yeah.
But
It's actually good tonight.
Actually, it wasn't just last. There was one. I think it was the week before. It was on the Patreon section as well, so we didn't get it on video. But Panda was like sat in front of you, and he was like pulling your hair with his mouth. And like there was this great moment when we were I think we were doing Kill It With Fire, and you're like, "Fucking come back here!" and just like, trying to get your
I
hair
didn't
off.
realize anyone had seen that because I was literally like, "Oh."
What about that episode 100 edit? That was pretty good.
It was very good.
That was very good, but this is all a piss take.
Solid.
That was an actual tearjerker as well.
And the winner is...
And the winner is Biggie's door technology failing to keep his daughter from the room.
Oh, man. Yes.
Because just the fact that you were in the middle of Biggie's breaking news and your door opens and the cupboard door slams open, and Faith, your daughter, she is one of the most adorable children I've ever met. She's lovely. She's such a nice kid, and she walks up and you look at her and there is this look of utter confusion in your face as to why she's stood behind you, because kid is stealth.
She's a little cherub. She's a cherub, isn't she, as well? And she snuck in and she was just good.
Mini Biggie.
Up at him.
She's a ninja.
Yeah, she's a ninja.
But yeah, that's a moment. Even if this podcast ends tomorrow, that's one of the moments I'll take from this podcast, as that was one of my favourites.
Breaking news, podcast ends tomorrow.
Fucking open, I've got to edit this thing in 2 days.
Oh yeah, shit.
Well,
Excellent. So, Stig, do you have another one for us or not?
I've got one more for the night. So as you know, mainly if you're a patron, I've been taking Amelia through a bit of a horror journey this last few months. She's 9 years old now. She decided she wanted to watch some more grown-up films. She wanted to watch some horrors. She's pretty good with the gore and stuff. So we decided that we'd ramp up the horror. So we watched the likes of The Lost Boys, Jaws, Woman in Black, Megan, Quiet Place, Deep Blue Sea, Gremlins, Beetlejuice. And so this award goes to me for being a cool as fuck dad and letting his 9-year-old daughter watch awesome horror films with him.
I agree.
There
you
go.
Dad of the Year award.
Did it again. Woo! I won
another.
I won it.
That's 2 years in trot now that you've won a biggie.
Yep. So yeah,
congratulations, mate. Congratulations.
Fuck off.
We're playing him off. Fuck off.
Just open the trapdoor on the stage. Just drop him down into the pit.
Yeah. Biggie power. Cool Biggie.
Yep. So very quickly, I have Outstanding Achievement Award to give to Emulation for preserving retro gaming.
Okay.
And very quickly, the nominees are Xbox Series S/X, Rick Dangerous, Evercade, PS Vita, and the Steam Deck. And this award actually goes to a guy called Rick Dangerous, named after the very famous Commodore 64 Amiga game. And here's a little quick intro into who he is. I looked into emulation and tried Launchbox and various other front ends on PC.
Keep talking about it really quickly.
With any of them. I eventually stumbled on Arcade Punks and Wolf and Oz's Image and was excited now. My passion was to have it simple and working fully with the very best ROM sets, which I can only ask by adding and testing myself. It started with a 64 gigabytes and became an obsession. All the game lists had to be improved by all the artwork, and even though I never used Photoshop, I taught myself how to use it and improved everything myself. Spent the last few years compiling lists from retro gamer magazines and all the top-rated games and added them to the current Insanium edition, and this build is currently sitting at 1 terabytes. As the final result will be his Power Edition, which will hopefully hit 2 terabytes. Now, very quickly, this guy has been getting every system probably leading up to the PSX, and it's basically putting all the ROM sets together on a massive image. And the current game list sits at a whopping 11,600 games that you can put on your Raspberry Pi and play to your heart's content. Is it legal? Who knows?
It's actually quite explicitly not legal.
But no, Biggie owns them all, don't you, Biggie? You own the games.
All of the games. I have a big box.
You just don't have a system or a TV to play them on anymore, so he's got to put them on these systems.
How many of these 11,000 games have you played?
All of them.
I think all of them. Thank you, Sig. But I just think it's a brilliant way to preserve retro gaming for those that want to get into that sort of thing. And I think he deserves, just for the effort alone in putting these together so that people can play these games. He doesn't get paid for it. It's all off his own back. And I think it's fantastic effort.
Yes,
So,
yes,
well done to
yes,
him.
Havoc 1 sounds about right.
Final Fantasy 7, that's it.
But I think it's fantastic effort.
Debbie Punk's asking, not sure if everyone is pissed or just not in 1.5 times speed. No, we're good. This is normal speed for us.
No, I'm quite pissed. I'm
also quite pissed.
This is the last of a bottle of wine, so
I'm very happily pissed.
And
Fifth can.
And I've had
excellent.
3 of these big bottles.
Moving on to the next award, Candy.
No, I'm more.
Excellent. Me, I'll do my last 2. I've got 2 here. I may as well do them all together now. Oh no, I've got 1. Excellent.
Nimrod Hicks, I am not pished. We're playing billiards with planets right now.
This final award from me is the most uncomfortable / awkward moment of the year award.
Oh God, you've got loads of them.
Yeah. And the nominees are Jupiter Storm, guest appearance on Do Dragons Dream of Scorched Sheep.
A classic. Both times.
Yes. Biggie's delay on every podcast, creating strange silences every week.
That's pissing me off in the edit.
Pizza handles.
Yep.
Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Yeah.
And finally, having piles and doing a 3-hour podcast. oh, and another one. Killing Coolio.
Oh, yeah. That was awkward.
Pretty awkward.
Yeah.
I'm sure Biggie said some other stuff in there as well. We've forgotten.
Probably. And the winner is... Pizza handles!
Oh, I was hoping fingers crossed for piles.
No, I'm
Pizza
living with
handles more
piles.
than piles.
Because the thing is, we have only told the patrons, like the wider podcast audience, don't know that Oodles has piles.
I currently am engaging in piles. It's fucking killing me.
He's got the grapes.
I've got the purple grapes. It's fucking doing my head in.
Yeah.
I've been keeping Anasol in profit for a week now.
How do you get rid of them, though?
Anasol.
Oh.
Or surgery.
Tickling them with cream.
Pip said in the comments, I lost to leftover food.
Yeah. So, it's a good job you lost, really, Pip, because you don't want to win this award. This is a negative award. Again, Pizza Handles has won.
Well, I'm glad.
Actually, we have the pizza handler herself to accept this award. There you go.
I still don't know what the issue is with pizza handles. I don't know why you would eat the dough at the edge of a pizza when you've got a perfect
It's
good
tasty
pizza.
food.
It's fucking delicious.
It's not. It's just dough. You wouldn't have a dough pizza, would you?
No, it has cheese in it if you're clever.
No, but wait, no, it's a handle. You don't put cheese in your handles. There's not footprints. There's fingerprints all over it.
Why is
I'm
there
not having
footprints
this.
on your pizzas?
I'm not having
Spaghetti
pizza
bolognese.
I
And
reject
just
my-
eating
remember-
the sauce.
Do you remember
It
at the
makes no
podcast
sense.
when we all had pizza and what happened to your pizza handles? It got eaten by other people. Because we're not
Exactly.
fucking Tories like you.
But
I'm not.
also,
I'm not a sadist.
Also, do you remember what happened to your pizza handles that were sat on the fucking table where all of the gear was, and we had to clean it all off ahead of playing D&D because we had to get the fucking stuff on the table.
yes.
And there's just this pile of fucking bits of pizza.
That was breakfast.
Candy, can I ask a question?
Oh, go on.
Why do you hate starving children?
Oh,
what do you
no,
hate?
you're not putting that on me. Don't you put that on me.
Africa.
They don't
Andy,
like. They don't like
what do you
handles
hate?
either. Right. If you put a pizza in front of a starving child, do you think they would go for the handle first?
They'd eat the whole thing.
They eat the whole thing.
Because they're hungry.
They wouldn't. They
You
wouldn't
get
eat
paid
half
too
a piece.
much.
No, I'm not having it. I reject my Biggie award on this one.
Candy,
You can't.
what about a hot dog stuffed crust?
Why would you not just buy a hot dog instead?
Because you're getting
you
a pizza
fucking-
with hot
It's
dog.
no
You'll
fun.
don't want
probably
pizza
leave the
and a
bun. You'll
hot
just
dog.
eat the sausage.
Pizza's a fun food. It's fun. It's good. We all love
and
pizza.
You've got a nice, well-formed handle around the outside.
You're getting played off.
You're
getting played off.
Play her off.
I'm not having it.
Everyone's throwing pizza. She's getting off as she goes off the stage. Everyone's throwing pizza.
Getting pelted.
Pelted the pizza handles. Get
out.
Has anyone
causing an international incident with Italy?
Can't believe it.
Has anyone got any more awards to give out? This is worse, isn't it?
Yes,
no
Pip,
more
yes,
from Stig.
Yes, Pip's right. I eat kebab pizza, and I fucking love it.
You do you, babe. You do you.
I had a kebab calzone tonight, Gadget.
Oh, you filthy bitch.
Has anyone got any more awards to give out?
Crust.
Guys.
No, I'm good. That's all my awards done. We're done.
Send them all home.
That is, again, another successful Biggies 2023. Do we have any feedback? Or any the Listener's Choice Award?
We do. So, everyone in the chat, if you want to give out a Biggie,
now's your time.
Yeah, now's the time. Put it in the chat. They'll all be considered biglets, but we're all going to choose from the ones that we read out now and the ones we get from the chat. We will choose one to get a full-blown Biggie.
And you will get one.
So, known Twitter pervert, Super Natty Cat, has suggested biggest media blooper of the year award. Could be some dickhead falling live on camera, someone swearing on radio TV, a set breaking, dodgy or awkward interviews. Two may choose wants to going to let you pick one and fight amongst yourselves. You're supposed to fucking nominate something, you absolute lunatic.
I said that to her. It's like, it's you that's meant to nominate something, not us.
Also, award for best looking has to go to Panda the Battle Cat.
Agreed.
Yes.
Cow Goes Moo says that's the credit rolling on Gris. Beautiful games. That's my suggestion of something worthy for a Biggie. Didn't Gris win awards?
No, it won like one award. Got nominated for a fuck ton of awards, but didn't win hardly anything.
Direction, I think it got.
Yeah, it needed to win more, but I'd have given it loads of awards. But I've already talked about it this year. You need to play it.
Oh, it's so good.
I do need to play it.
You do need to play it. It's really good. It's on Game Pass, I think, still.
Super
good. It might not be now.
I think it came off Game Pass recently.
You get it for cheap. Definitely.
It's a couple of quid, mate.
I'm sure I'll get a cheap Steam key and
that's what I did. Yeah. If you get a cheap PS4 code like I did, you can just upgrade it to the PS5 for cheap.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm free. It's free upgrade on the PS5. So get a PS4 code.
Next up, Nimrod Hicks. Dear Modern Escapism Heroes, or MEH for short. Rude. With the recent sad loss of one of the great voices of football, John Motson, I would like to shine a light on another broadcaster who always brings a little extra joy into my day. Therefore, my Biggie nomination goes to Eleanor Oldroyd? Largely found on BBC Radio 5 Live and usually covering sport with a specialism in cricket, Ellie's natural warmth and huge charisma are infectious. Covering 12 Olympic Games and countless other events, Ellie has a massive depth of knowledge and 1,000 great stories as a result is a skilled raconteur with a sharp wit, often the best of which can be heard in her role as First Lady of Fighting Talk. And I just want to shine a light on someone I admire and who many might not be aware of. Love to all, Nimrod Hicks. I've never heard of Eleanor Oldroyd.
No, me neither. Good shout.
But she's won an award.
Well, no, we have to decide whether she wins the award.
Oh, do we have to decide that?
She's got a biglet.
Biglet. She's a nominee.
She's got a biglet, yeah. Last up from the feedback submitted, Best Boy Angry Kurt. My nomination for a Biggie is the award for the world's most prolific competition winner. It was a close contest this year with strong competition coming from Gadget for his gaming PC win. Incidentally, viewers, yes, look at the beast there.
Fuck off.
He's showing his again.
Yeah. But for the umpteenth year in a row, the award should go to Biggie, who continues his run of winning what seems like multiple competitions per year. He cannot be stopped, but probably should be.
1, 2.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
I think Biggie won 3, though, didn't you? You won your God of War, your Battlefield, and something else.
Midnight Suns?
Yeah,
Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
Football Manager codes in the past. Yeah, just
I
keep
tell
it
you what,
coming, baby.
though,
keep it
the
coming.
PC beats it all for me. Because
That's an incredible win.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Candy won a telly and an Xbox as well.
I'm not sure. Do you know what?
She didn't win a title, though, did she?
Today, you know the instant prize wins? I look at the list today because I thought I'll just check if my name's on there. I was looking for Stuart. No, there was some other cunt on there called Stuart Auld. He won about 7 or 8 cash prizes, and they were all like 700 quid, 500 quid, 100 quid.
Right. I've seen him before. He wins a lot on there.
He must.
Maybe he puts loads down though.
Yeah,
Probably,
but
yeah.
Oodles,
Yeah,
if you're spending 20 quid on tickets and winning $2,000 in cash, it's pretty good going.
Yeah, it's true.
None of them said Baker after it. That's all I'm saying.
Your time will come.
So, going to the chat, DJ has suggested Oodles for Socialist of the Year.
Yes, comrades.
He's also suggested Biggie for Pronunciation of the Year.
No, because Biggie says pronunciation.
Pip has suggested award for the best glow up. From shitting in a wine box to the siren cheers tonight in Rouge. Candy.
Oh, that's me. I just felt wine all over myself.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Wonderful. DJ's also said Candy for Babe of the Year.
Yeah,
See, they
100%.
know.
I can
Okay, I'm
also
in a close second.
Pip laughing from the back
Yeah.
there.
I'm going to grab my tits out for next year.
She did it. It worked.
The Pointy Iguana has suggested me for being an absolute machine this year, smashing PBs and being an inspiration. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Let's see, move my camera down a little bit.
I agree.
So yeah, any more suggestions for Biggie Awards?
You've got 1 minute, chat. 1 minute.
I don't get nothing.
Fuck
Fuck you all.
Kieran said Pip's laugh was audible. I'm using a fucking dynamic mic. She's too rude.
I heard
to
her
me.
as well, mate.
And people heard her. That's fucking wild.
She is the Banshee of Inner Sheeran.
Pip, say something nice about me. Please.
You've won an
Think about
award.
his
You gave
guns.
yourself an award, for fuck's sake.
Give myself one, yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't count.
right. Zenos said this.
What did she say?
Apparently, Stig's got a big dick.
He has. He has. I've seen it. I've pissed next to him. It's big.
So,
Where's the Biggie Awards?
so Zenos said this,
Hey.
and this one I think we need to give an automatic Biggie for. He suggested, can we give one to Goose posthumously? I don't have a category. I didn't know
Absolutely.
well, but I'm sure Gadget and Pip have ideas. So, yeah, for those
Absolutely.
for those who aren't in our Discord, Pip and I lost one of our cats this week, Goose. It was very sudden and very sad. He was only 8 years old. He was the best little cat. He was a beautiful little black cat, with the most chill,
I had
lovely
the honour and
temperament.
privilege of meeting him. I had
Yeah.
absolute privilege meeting him. He was lovely. And I've got a cat. My cat's an absolute twat.
Same.
That one wasn't.
Goose was. It's really hard to say Goose was. It's like because it was so sudden and he kind of went. I don't want to make this a kind of a sad thing, but it means a lot.
He gets one automatically.
It means a lot that the people of the community and our listeners kind of loved Goose as much as we did.
And pets are better than people. We all agree.
Yes, and
Best boy.
animals are the best of us.
Absolutely.
Pip, that
Any
comment
more?
in the chat doesn't help. He exploded like, what the fuck? Seriously, I'm having a nice moment about our dearly departed cat, and you're talking about him exploding. Jesus fucking Christ! What is wrong
when she's
with you?
in Bath. She's in Bath. She's splashing around. Fucking, I'm the queen of the Bath. Fucking giving it the big one.
She will be. I'll go in there. There'll be fucking bubbles all over the place. I can tell you.
Yeah. She'll be reading the fucking head and shoulders back and going, oh, yeah.
Does she fart
Black
in the
Eyed
bath?
Yes,
Women don't fart.
that's a lie. I've seen Candy fart.
Have we got any more then? That's your minute up, unfortunately. Succession's been put in there as something you have to watch.
Pip's pointing out that I need to tell him about the front door. She also can't spell gadget, which is really funny because she keeps calling me Gadget.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
So, Pip,
Good day, 8-bit.
So I'll briefly tell this story, and I might cut this out the podcast version when I edit it down. But Pip broke our front door this at 2:00 this morning.
Why?
So obviously we've had a really bad week, and she was having some shit dealing with some stuff, for some job interviews she had today, and she was working till kind of late in the morning doing a presentation, and the software she was using to do it just crashed, and she lost all her work. And she had she frustrated was the understatement. But she was stood up against the front door, just kind of like trying to collect herself, and she stood kind of back against it. And you know that thing that people do when they're frustrated, where they kind of like kind of just knock their head against the wall to try and knock some sense in them. She did that, forgetting that the door is 120 years old, and where her head was frosted glass. So she put her head through the front fucking door.
Fucking hell, she's such a fucking headbanger.
So half 2 this morning, I'm picking glass out of her hair and hoovering the fucking floor.
You guys need to go to bed earlier as well.
I was already in bed. She woke me up.
Michael, help! I've broken the back door.
Xenos, yes, she is fine, but she now has a £500 bill that she is paying.
Oh, fucking!
Do you know what? She told me this story this afternoon, and I said, "Yeah, but hau's your head?" And she said, "Well, I've never had any complaints."
Of course she fucking did. Of course she fucking did.
Just coming into my ear now from the authorities. Oh, Force of Nature of the Year award goes to Pip.
Yeah, that's fucking right. Anyway,
there you go.
Yeah, we need to pick an award from the chat and from the listeners who've written.
Okay.
Them all.
She's happy. She's won one.
Yeah, she's happy. So we had Super Natty Cat not actually nominating anything apart from Panda.
She doesn't get the memo.
Gris. Eleanor Oldroyd. Biggie for his run of winning everything. Pip suggested the award for best glow up for Candy.
I'm a massive cock.
Now.
DJ
Stig's massive cock.
DJ for Candy as Babe of the Year.
I like that one.
Goose, we've already given Gooses. And I think that Biggie for pronunciation of the year.
Actually, I got best socialist. Of the year.
And Oodles for best socialist.
Candy for Babe of the Year.
Unfortunately, I became middle management this year, so I don't think I'm allowed. I'm allowed this job, this award. I became a manager.
You can be a socialist and be in leadership.
Oh yes, like Che Guevara himself.
Yeah, because Che Guevara fucking managed a Tesco fucking mobile.
Yeah, he did.
Bernie Oodles.
Yeah. I'm putting my hat down for Babe of the Year.
Babe of the Year, Candy Machine.
I was going to go for Biggie and his pronunciation.
Because I don't think you've won a Biggie yet, have you? Candy.
I've got 2 now, haven't I?
Fucking hell, look. I'll take it back.
Oh, yeah, pizza handles.
Yeah, pizza handles. And...
Oh, yeah. Big Dick of the Year award.
That's like a Razzie.
Yeah.
That's fine. That balances it.
I want to give an honorary to Candy. I think the chat would probably agree. Look at her tonight. Absolutely.
Look at me an hour ago. Rewind. Rewind. Look an hour ago. Not now.
I mean, you've stopped.
I'm covered in wine.
You can't focus either. Your eyes are going in 2 different directions.
I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, but yes, that poor tattoo client.
I know.
Unless we've got any objections, Candy, you've won another award.
Yeah, fuck it.
Thanks.
Best looking member of Modern Escapism by a country fucking mile.
Second.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, there's a big
he's done a
Biggie fan base.
He's done a sex appeal on the website.
Yeah, that's true. Might have to change it. But yes, this has been the Biggies 2023. As always, guys, links to all our extracurricular activities are in the show notes and at modernescapism.co.uk. And please consider becoming a patron to help support our endeavour. And please, please, please give us a 5-star review. So, being a patron helps us do this kind of crazy stuff. Gadget, Stig, everyone in the background doing...
I'm back! Did I miss anything? I managed to break in. I broke in. Did I miss anything?
Yes.
Everything.
Oh.
Everything.
All of it.
Walker McCoy's here, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, being a patron helps us pay for all this. It helps.
They let me out. They let me out of my room.
Okay.
You're looking a bit disturbed.
Shut up.
What?
Dickhead.
I've got to go.
Sincere.
I can hear them coming.
I'm being sincere. Security. Yes, again, helping us out. Even if you can't pay any money, 5-star reviews go a long way. Or just telling a mate that we exist. One mate. I mean, that one mate can then tell another mate, so on and so forth. Next week, however, we're continuing with the awards season. This is now the awards season, so we'll probably be talking about favorite award-winning films or something like that. But it's going to be a nice little season. I know a lot of people weren't happy with the love season and stuff like that, but it's over with now, Gadget. It's over with.
Who wasn't happy with love season?
Some people don't like love.
What? Because I'm not romantic.
It's not romantic, is he, Pip? He's not romantic. She's going to go, no! In a minute.
Doesn't mean I don't like love.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yes, if you're a patron, you're going to get some exclusive content. You're going to get some exclusive content in a minute. But before we go, I want to say bye-bye to all the chat.
Yes, bye-bye, chat.
I want to say bye-bye to you. Thank you so much for being in this chat room thing. I still feel so old when I'm watching Twitch. I'm like, what is all that? What is all that?
You're not down with the kids anymore, are you?
No.
I can't
Thank
even
you,
get
everybody.
You know how last week we had the Curb Your Enthusiasm with Panda jumping everywhere?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have another one this week, but with Candy barely keeping her eyes open?
So I'm wearing fake eyelashes so that it just weighs my eyes down a little bit, and also I'm pissed.
Oh, she's pissed. She's giving subscriptions
yeah,
away.
She's done it again, hasn't she?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I didn't get a fucking sub.
We don't stream enough for people to have
It's
subs.
random.
Well,
We will start streaming.
That's on you, Candy and Biggie. The schedule says you should do.
So
Yeah, it does.
So Candy has gifted a total of 26 subs on our channel.
And the Biggie.
Yeah,
I think I should get a Biggie for that.
Triple Biggie, one night. There you go. Triple Biggie in one night.
Right. Shut the fuck up, everybody. Shut the fuck up. I've got work in the morning.
We shouldn't drink and podcast.
No, especially not live. So yes, if you are a patron, please listen to this episode next week and listen to the patron bit. You can skip across.
I
it.
will
We
be
don't give a
here.
fuck. Yeah. For everyone else and the viewers especially, this has been a podcast. Thank you very much. See you next year.
See you next year, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Bye. Say bye, Biggie, for fuck's sake.
I did.